they did have a great run in Grand Prairie, but came up just short in the final. Last year's second place finish was Krista McCarville's best at a Scottie, so Northern Ontario looking to go one better in St. Catharines. She too has got the experience, and she too is also looking for title number 1. Shannon Kleibrink makes her 5th national championship appearance. So 2 teams with their sights set on a trophy. Northern Ontario against Alberta. Draw 2, Scotties next. It opened just a couple of years ago, this beautiful Meridian Center here in St. Catharines on this opening day of the Scotties Tournament of Hearts. Earlier today, the opening ceremonies, of course, the Piper and the defending champions, Chelsea Carey out of Alberta. The Alberta champions, nice to see Shannon Kleibrink back and Eve Belil from Quebec. Ah yes, opening ceremonies. When you work this hard to get here, there is a tear shed, and of course 2-time champion Rachel Homan representing Ontario, and all of them hoping at the end of the week to be able to lift this trophy. The Scotties Tournament of Hearts trophy, and of course opening day is also picture day. Smile, everybody.
The 2017 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures. By Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada. And by Home Hardware, homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice.
On this opening day, this is the first game for both Alberta and Northern Ontario. Time to meet the teams now. It's brought to you by Home Hardware. Homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice.
Hi, I'm Krista McCarville, skip of Team Northern Ontario. Our lead is Sarah Potts. Our second is Ashley Sipola. Our third is Kendra Lilly, and we curl out of the Fort William Curling Club in Thunder Bay, Ontario.
Hi, I'm Shannon Kleibrink, skip of Team Alberta. Our lead is Allison Thiessen, second is Sarah Wilkes, third is Lisa Amy, and we curl out of the Okotoks Curling Club.
And the early advantage will go to Northern Ontario as they have won the draw to the button. And so Krista McCarville will have the last rock. She has the hammer playing the red stones. Alberta will play the yellow, as you see. Shannon Kleibrink from the Okotoks Curling Club out with the brush down for her lead, Allison Thiessen, to get us underway on this Saturday night, the Scotties in St. Catharines.
Right now. Back 12.
I remember running into Lisa at the very beginning of the year, and she said, "Oh, we're going to play a couple more events this year. We have a pretty good chance of getting to the pre-trials," and now we see him here at the Scotties. She never talked about this.
And all the talking you do to the 3 rookies in this Kleibrink team, it almost goes in one ear out the other, doesn't it? Because once you're here, it's just so different. We talk about it so much, I don't think people believe us, but the ice is faster, the pebbles quicker, the hog line shows up in a hurry. You've got the rocks that you cannot make a mistake at the hog line. You've got the crowd, the extra noise, the distraction with the press, the family. It's just how fast can Alberta figure that out?
Well, let's talk a little bit about the ice, because earlier today it was a warm day here in southern Ontario, and really right across now most of the east. It's 9 degrees as we talk at game time. After cold weather most of the past couple of weeks. There was a frost buildup. The Ontario team even saying that the frost had gotten to the top of the pebble. But during the break, and it was a short break because we had a extra end in our featured game earlier today, they have really worked their magic again. Now this building does have dehumidification, does have air conditioning, so it's something that Dave Merklinger says he should be able to control.
And I think he didn't touch that air conditioning system until the game ended, just in case there was an airflow problem, because any breeze, any air at all ends up throwing the moisture right down on the ice and creates even more frost. The surface is a little colder here.
That was good weight.
Let's talk a little bit now about the keys to the game, and we'll start with Alberta and Shannon Kleibrink.
Well, we've talked a lot about external distractions at events like this. It's like social media and the cameras and the fans and the ice surface and everything else. And so much of that is out of your control. So all you can do is focus on the things you can control, and that's your pre-shot routine and your breathing. And then the other thing I think Shannon is very good at is she'll caddy a game to get the best out of these players in front of her. She'll recognize when they're ready to go and when they're not.
That's really what she's done here, isn't it? Just keep it simple. Let them breathe.
She wants to see them settle in.
Well, again, mentioning that
Might be a little easy.
all three players in front of her are making their first appearances at Scotties. Now, they all have lots of experience, either in juniors or Canadian mixed. And, you know, at least Amy playing with Rankin was at the trials, Heather Rankin, so she has arena experience, but not this experience.
No, and it is so different.
9, 9, 5. Yep. Right up. Hard, guys, hard. Right to it. Clean. Your way a little, if anything, Allie. Not a girl.
And the keys now for Northern Ontario and last year's runner-up, Krista McCarville.
Well, they should be in a better position to jump on their opponent here, you know, with the team that's been here before. And so it's pick up on the sheet. If Krista can get the broom in the right spot, this is the sheet we looked at earlier. Straight in this spot right here, little swinger on the in-turn. And then it's send Lilies. What I mean by that is Kendra Lilly is just a fantastic shot maker. She was impressive last year. I think that could be the difference in this game if they let her make those come-arounds and put pressure on Kleibrink.
9. Okay, you got it. 9.
And I think if you are, and I'm sure we'll see it the next end, but I think if you are McCarville, you're looking at the rookie team in front of you other than Shannon and going, okay, well, they're not going to be comfortable. Right. What do we do? Let's throw some stuff up and start making them make some pressure shots.
I thought they might have done that right off the get-go, and that first one slid back 12, Cheryl.
Well, here's a great, sorry, Russ, but I was going to say here, this is Lisa Amy. Now, for 19 years, she tries to get here. Now she's throwing the third stones at a Scotties. And as we say good evening, Kathy Gauthier, she's going to have, well, she's going to have to juggle the way she plays third.
Well, there is adjustments for sure. Shannon has a history of some back problems, and it started at the provincials on the Monday when her disc inflamed and she couldn't play. Enter Heather Nedowin. That's going to happen here this week. They are not looking at Heather as a maybe sometime fifth. She will be an active fifth and come in. And so for Lisa, adjusting to her first Scotties will also mean adjusting to two different skips. She said Shannon's quiet, doesn't need a lot of input. Heather's very vocal, wants that same communication back, and that takes Lisa a little bit out of her comfort zone, but that's what she's going to have to master if this Alberta team is going to advance.
That's a big ask at your first Scotties.
Again? What is wrong with you? We have to check the tape to make sure you said ask?
I said ask.
Okay.
It's twice now.
Earlier today, you looked at me and said big ask.
That's my word of the day.
I don't understand with you.
Mine's good now. 13-6.
Now, the understanding is that at the moment, Nedowin will play 4 games. That's the thought. But if Shannon Kleibrink is feeling okay, well, they might just be 3. And it just might be 2. It all depends on how she's feeling. But right now they're thinking, penciling in Heather Nedowin for 4 games.
I think the other advantage that Heather brings too is she can help Shannon with the duties of explaining things to these 3 in front and what you might experience, and maybe helping them contain. Social media is a massive distraction at events like this. A lot of coaches will ask the players to turn it off through an event because it just takes you out and creates distractions beyond your control.
And there is Heather,
So this is same as practice.
2-time Canadian champion. 98, 2012.
Will be good.
She played so well in the provincials as a fifth. That's hard for Heather too to just jump in there, skip a new team.
But I tell you, when they won the provincial, she was as happy as anybody, and she called husband David right away. And but Kathy's right. You watch Shannon, and then you think about the way Nedowin is on the ice as she scooches over and scooches one way and up and down, and all together 2 different players.
Very much. Shannon's the unflappable. You can't really tell. If you walked into a club and couldn't see the scoreboard, you wouldn't know if she was winning or losing.
Can
Always
we just
been
go
like that.
Go ahead, Kathy.
that statement where you said Kathy's right? That just made my entire day, perhaps the entire week.
Wow.
I take small things where I can get them.
Oh, easy. Close. Yep.
Kathy was right.
Yep,
actually.
hard.
But it's the truth, isn't it, Kathy? I mean, when you think about Heather on the ice and jumping up and down, and so now Lisa Amy's going to have to deal with that.
It's very emotional, and Lisa's not an emotional player. She's very calm, and so her and Shannon work very well together. But when you're beside somebody who's got that energy, you're trying to give them what they need, and so that takes her into a place that's not necessarily as comfortable as it is with Shannon.
Did you see there as Lisa Amy put the brush down and was standing there, did you see the deep breath that she took?
She did, yeah. I kind of did the same thing with her. You could just feel the nerves and what she's trying to do, all the deep breathing, relaxing.
9.
Whoa.
Up and down the sheet in this first end of play, McCarville, Kleibrink.
Yep.
All the teams on the ice tonight in this second draw did not play this afternoon, with the lone exception, of course, Northwest Territories and Kerry Galusha out of Yellowknife, who did play that final qualifier and the win over New Brunswick to get into the main field.
That's a funny story too, Vic, because this is Galusha's 5th game already. That could be troublesome by the end of the week.
It should be fairly straight here. Yeah.
Although you think she's on the other side of the Meridian Center. She played on sheet B this afternoon, but maybe she gets a little bonus from knowing the ice.
No question.
Just over center.
Was I right?
I don't want to say that.
Okay.
We can't. We've
I'm
already got
trying to
Kathy
keep-
going.
Well, I'm trying to keep up with her, for God's sakes.
That's still 1-0. You're
Nice throw.
She's got her own right scoreboard behind her. There we go. The blanks on the board on a Saturday night in St. So there are only 3 games tonight. One sheet is empty. That's sheet D. On sheet A, Galusha plays for the second time today against PEI and Robin McPhee. And then Saskatchewan, that's a story. Penny Barker from Moose Jaw against Newfoundland and Labrador's Stacey Curtis from the St. John's Curling Club. So let's start our updates. Kathy, let's take a look at this team from Yellowknife that came through today. That last chance qualifier with a win over New Brunswick, and the final stone for Kerry Galusha.
Well, for Kerry, not really sure 100% who is shot, so taking any of that ambiguity out of the way, is going to play the hit for 2, and in this end certainly saw that their advantage of having been on the ice paid off.
As she plays Robin McPhee and the PEI team from the Charlottetown Curling Complex. McPhee making an 8th appearance, but her first time skipping at the Scotties as she gives up 2. Now let's go to the other game, Saskatchewan, Newfoundland and Labrador. Newfoundland and Labrador with the last rock, but look at all those red stones in there. That's Saskatchewan's Penny Barker from Moose Jaw, and Newfoundland Labrador Stacey Curtis.
Well, a tough shot for her. Not only is she facing 3, as you saw, but she has to go outside pretty wide and wait for the finish around the middle. Needs full 4.
4th appearance for Curtis. 11, 13, 16, and now here. And does she grab enough? No, that stone back of the button, and it's a steal of 1 for Saskatchewan. Here at the Meridian Center, home of the Niagara Ice Dogs of the Ontario Hockey League. Seats 5,300 for hockey, upwards of 6,000 for concerts. Beautiful facility in the downtown, overlooking 12 Mile Creek. A blank in 1 means that Northern Ontario maintains control of Last Rock. They have the Hammer playing the Redstones here in 2.
Good shot.
Okay, your 4 was halfway.
Yeah.
Top 4.
Yeah, I think
This
so.
is what
Or
you
less.
will see with Krista. She'll ignore rocks in play. She'll take some risks with hammer.
Yeah, they just played it up and down N1 just to see if her team was ready to go, and now they're going to try to put some pressure on this young team from Alberta. Corner guard's a little longer than they really wanted. It's going to try to keep this top 12 at best.
Line's not bad. You got room.
Don't want on its own right now.
Yeah, you're right. With this much swing on the ice, you want to get those corners a little bit tighter.
I'm right.
Close.
Should that fit?
Yeah.
Kendra.
So you're going to get your point and I don't get mine.
Yeah, that's right. That's how it works.
Okay.
Good shot.
And right around she goes.
Real good shot.
Nothing? No. Okay, we got it.
This Kleibrink team has been together for a couple of years now. So obviously, but in this experience,
Clean.
we saw in the first maybe Shannon playing it a little bit more open. Do you think she'll call the game, Gerald, that way to take some of the pressure off her players?
She tends to call a more defensive style open game anyway. Shannon has for years. The only thing I've noticed is with Lisa Amy coming to the team, Lisa's a little bit more balanced that way. She's a little more offensive, more of a kind of a draw player. So she's actually maybe forced Shannon a little bit to play a different style, but her tendency is always to keep it open. She doesn't play with a ton of rocks in play, and she's pretty much focused on scoreboard management as well.
Now she wins Alberta,
Line's okay.
but does that style work today, do you think, Russ?
Yes, and you can't. There's more than one way to skin a cat, really. If that's been Shannon's style and she's comfortable with it, I would say Krista McCarville's very similar. She plays the odds, doesn't take too many risks. With hammer, yes, she'll go around the corner guards because that's not risky. If she gets in trouble around the corner, she's got the forefoot to bail her team out. So I think they're both calculated, more percentage type teams. But there's so much curl here.
You got it.
It would make some sense to be a little more aggressive because the draw shots are just so easy to bury and put your opponent under pressure.
Great draw there for Ashley Sipola.
Right off.
As he glues it right on the corner. Third stones now here in the second. And Lisa Amy. Mentioned she played in the trials of 2009 with Heather Rankin.
Nice. Good throw. Okay.
So has that the big arena experience.
I think so.
Yeah.
But it is a remarkable story.
Here or
She
even down a little bit, I think
played
fine.
both in Manitoba and, of course, Alberta. 19 years. And as close as she ever got was a semifinal of a provincial.
It was to see her going and winning. It was pretty incredible to see. I've played against Lisa for years, against Heather Rankin, and always been a great player. It just speaks to the depth of Alberta. It wasn't that they, not a good thrower. She just didn't ever get there.
Oh, are they going to glue another one on the corner here?
Okay.
Nearly got there.
I mean, there's no double, but.
Not bad, really, because they angled that freeze so well. I don't think you can possibly get both of them with one try.
Is that a 10? Normal.
Both of Kendra's interns have curled and the outturn was wide, so I wonder if she's just slightly offline. Good shot just the same, though. You and I kind of agreed on before the game that this is the matchup, the 2/3.
Definitely is.
9. Never. Never.
Lisa Amy and Kendra Lilly.
Never. Get it out of there.
She's going to roll it away.
They do have very similar styles, though. I think that is between these two teams. I think the only difference in this game will just be that Shannon's probably going to wait maybe a little longer because of the 3 in front, just to make sure they're settled.
So or as long as the angle's right, you can tap it a hair. Yeah. So what do you think for me? 4? I think 5 for you. Yeah.
I thought they might separate the circles here, but as long as Kendra stays on the center line side with this freeze, there will not be a double. If she crosses it, there will be.
I think we gotta go. I added a hair.
Full line for now.
Extremely solid deliveries on all 4 players for Northern Ontario.
Kendra out of Sudbury, where she commutes to play with the team. 4-time Northern Ontario junior champion.
Hard line. Really hard.
Not to it.
Wait. Yep. Go. Whoa. Okay.
Not further than I thought. Good sweep. Yeah.
There was a lot of teams chasing Kendra when she came out of juniors, and
What'd you have?
I think Krista was the one that chased her the hardest. And you know what? I look at last year, they kind of came in under the radar, McCarville. But this year they're not going to be able to do that after losing the final last year. But they learned a lot. Krista talked about last year being such a learning process for their team.
Yeah. We're thinking it was only top 12.
Yep.
Okay.
You got it.
Straight back, Cheryl, and try to release that back one, maybe?
I think so.
Whoa! Yep! No! The back one! Whoa! Oh, you're okay. Okay, Shannon. It's good. Okay.
You know, I think in Shannon's case, we talk about that Olympic bronze in Pinerolo the year you won the gold, of course. And but she was the first, if I remember correctly, to win a Canadian mixed as a female skip, and a Canada Cup champion, and then the Scotties runner-up. And that came she in 08 when she lost to Jennifer Jones. But now you keep in mind, so she's one game away from becoming a Scotties champion. She lost 2 other Olympic trials finals to go to the Olympics. She went to 1 in 6. She lost Sandra Schmerler to go in 98, correct?
That's right.
And then she lost to
me in 09.
09 to go 10.
Well then.
You had the potential of a Shannon Kleibrink going to 3 Olympic Games and being a Canadian champion.
Absolutely, that
3-time
close.
Olympian. Yeah.
No.
Just do it. No bounce.
Got to keep the angle here. They can't let this over curl.
Hard! Go, 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 go! Hard, hard!
Great shot.
Great shot.
Look at that.
The only thing, well, we'd have an open draft of 2. Great shot. Hair over curled, actually. Yep. I like it.
You got it.
Great
shot.
Curled a little, but.
I think it's okay.
I don't know what it is about Shanna. I mean, I've played against her for years out of Alberta, but I think it is just she's skip material. She just never gets too rattled.
Throw it really hard.
Because there's a bit of space here. If you throw this really hard, I think you can actually get both these to go. The middle red one, the back red one will spin, and that'll allow it to go quite a ways. They only have to get it out of the 12-foot there. Yeah, I think it's there, Cheryl.
She needs firm weight.
Oh, boy, and you can't cross it. You cross it, it could be a potential draw for 3.
Is this her strength, though, this shot?
It is. Yeah, hitting is her strength. She tightened the ice a little bit.
8.
Final stone for Alberta. Shannon Kleibrink in some trouble here.
No! Whoa!
As we play in the second. Oh, boy.
Go, hard, Sarah.
And it will be
Okay.
the draw for 3.
A little thicker, a little harder they would have gone, but wow.
You know,
Okay.
further to your point about
Super straight.
players being skip material, our friend Ray Turnbull always said that. He didn't have the temperament
To be a skip.
to be a skip. That's why he was throwing brooms through the clock at the Granite Club.
That's
But
not skip material.
That's not skip material. He was going to be a lead, and his approach was, I'm going to be better than the opposition's lead.
Yeah.
And you mentioned it earlier today. Who were you talking about as a second and saying it?
Being in a career second.
Joanne McCourtney.
That's right.
Joanne Courtney, rather. You know, there's somebody that knows the position she's in and wants to be the best.
That's why we're watching these people on TV. They haven't gone, well, you know, I think I should be the skip because I'm better than that person. They've taken the position. That's their job, and they've owned it, learned how to do it.
No, I know. I guess I just.
So here's the opportunity to crack a big 3 in the second. And last year's runner-up, Northern Ontario, and Krista McCarville from the Fort William in Thunder Bay puts 3 on the board here in St. Catharines.
Great shot.
44 curlers started the week with a chance to drive away in an all-new 2017 Ford Escape SE in the annual Ford Hot Shots competition. That number cut down to just 2. In the final, a Battle of Ontario. Teammates Rachel Holman against Emma Miscue. And the skip dominated the final, scoring a total of 21, including a brilliant 5 on the around-the-horn triple takeout. Ontario's Rachel Holman wins the Ford Hot Shots and a 2-year lease on a 2017 Ford Escape SE. This is, of course, how we see it, so you can see it at home. Our opening day coverage of the Scotties Tournament of Hearts, the 36th year of sponsorship by Kruger Paper, and the Scotties Canadian Women's Curling Championship. Krista McCarville from the Fort William in Thunder Bay picks up the 3 in the seconds. So for the first time in the game, Shannon Kleibrink and her team from Okotoks, Alberta, will have the last rock. They have the hammer here in 3, playing the Yellowstones.
So not much pace. Draw? Yeah.
You got it.
Very uncomfortable position here for Alberta now because the leader, Shannon Kleibrink, missed, albeit extremely hard. She had to throw it so hard, a little out of her comfort zone, I think. Floated back just a tad, Cheryl?
Yes. I think just adding that extra weight and a little back release.
Now your skipper missed one. You're down 3-0. It's your first Scotties ever for 3 players. You're going to have to play aggressively now.
Newfoundland Labrador against Saskatchewan. Saskatchewan scored one, stole one in that first, but Newfoundland Labrador has a chance to get 2 here.
Well, they do, but it really was in the last 2 shots. It was all Saskatchewan. Saskatchewan skip Penny Barker was drawing to lie 4, came short, and Stacey Curtis went around and buried. That is the shot stone, and that left a run back that was not made by Saskatchewan. So one great shot by Newfoundland Labrador has led to the opportunity for 2.
Stacey Curtis, St. John's Curling Club, 4th time. Former Canadian junior champion is Stacey Devereaux. And that was here in St. Catharines in 2007 as she picks up the deuce to take the lead.
Okay. I was going to go way more. I was positive, but I wasn't. You got it.
Ashley just went by, tried to peel that corner guard and went by both of them.
Gotta make noise on those. That's the rule. The only rule you can't break.
Hard. Really hard. Whoa, 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 whoa. Other way, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Go, Allie. Hard. Go.
Oh,
Good, Sarah.
very nice.
Those are a double. Yeah, I have half on the outside, but I guess it doesn't matter.
And the Northwest Territories continues to lead 2-0 over Robin McPhee. Charlottetown, after the blank in 2, they're now in the 3rd, and last rock belongs to Prince Edward Island.
Really hard. Whoa, clean, 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 clean. Throw. Was she wide on her first one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was kind of
So she was sliding tight.
it.
Yeah. Hard. Yeah. Yours is 15.5.
Okay. Yeah, that's nicer.
That's less ice than you, isn't it?
Yeah,
Just
I was
learning
like,
to be a skip. This is a really smart, patient call. Instead of hitting the shot rocks, hitting 3.
You got it.
There would be a double, maybe triple, certainly an easy double, and you'll never score 3 points. This way you keep this guarded for a little while. And that forces Northern Ontario to have only a couple of tries at making a double and getting out of this mess.
Easy. One, close. Need to curl a bit at the end. Please, you're up. 2, yep. Go, go, go. Yep. Hard. Hard. Go, go, go. Hard. Right to the end. Keep it going. Go, go, go. Right to the end. Go, 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 go. Good sweep. Good sweep. Nice shot, Sarah.
Sarah Wilkes throws up in the corner.
Long guard, no?
She's a great little player. She was alternate for Sweeting at the 15 Scotties and played with Laura Crocker for a couple of years. Talented player. They just won the mixed Canadian with Nick Lismore.
Really hard. 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 Hard.
A couple of CIS golds as well, playing with Laura Crocker at
Okay. Sorry.
Waterloo.
We almost should have rolled.
Yeah, I believe they all moved out to Alberta together.
Yeah.
We make the roll here.
Now you might get a crack at it. You can roll behind cover.
Control. All right, you got it.
pretty straight here.
You like one more guard?
I like the hit and roll.
Yeah.
Starting to see that CIS
Pretty straight here.
It'll curl here. Yeah.
on a lot of resumes now. It's provided an extra level of competition.
Well, it's almost a feeder for the women's and the men's play, where you've got this kind of sub-level of teams working on their game and coming up the ranks.
Needs to curl for a piece.
Yep, go, go, go. Come on.
Go, Ellie.
Got across
Hard,
that.
This is where Amy Nixon missed in our afternoon
Take it
game.
behind the guard.
Exact same spot.
Let's make this. Yeah.
Like that way, or do you like this way?
I would think this
That
way.
was, yeah.
Okay.
But it's real straight too, like just a.
And the other turn was curling crazy, so it's up to those skips to figure this out.
It's such a battle when it's your first time out here to try and drop that parquet, go through the next one. Get some good feedback from Shannon, find out what you did.
8. Yep. Hard. Really hard. Hard. Oh.
Go, 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 go.
Oh.
Okay. Sorry, Lisa. I jumped it out of your hands on you.
That's okay. What was the weight at the end? 11-ish?
It was light.
Yeah.
It was down control.
Okay.
Kinder only getting the
That
one, but
same weight's
they got a little
great, Lee.
fortunate by
Okay.
punching
Tighten
it
it up
back
a
where they did.
little.
Shannon can't call for a hit and roll behind the corner without jamming, so they have to hit and roll to the open side, setting up a yellow double here.
Whoa, no,
11.
no. Same weight.
No.
Close. Right up.
11. Close. Close. Yes.
Yes. Whoa, easy, easy, Sarah, easy.
And well done to
Okay, good shot.
avoid any jam at the back, roll the shooter over to the edge of the 8.
That was really good recovery. Nice weight control. She didn't overthrow it. Gave it a chance.
Straight.
It's a straight spot.
Both were just a little in back, and then it stayed forever. We gotta. Both of us need to go back to our
Regular throw.
regular curly rink throw.
Yeah. Worked so hard
That's
on
the
that
easy
too.
one in the bag.
Talking about at curling clubs, because you don't get so much curl, that you will kind of come over the top. You don't have a set release on it. So just in a couple spots, they're finding where it's straighter that they want to throw that kind of release a little bit over the top into the stone.
Yeah.
They might find when they go to the other turn.
Ew.
Be careful not to be narrow.
'Cause that's the turn that goes crazy. So much curl.
Solid 9.
Whoa, 8.5.
Whoa. 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 Close. Whoa. Whoa. No.
Looks like it's nosing.
9.
Okay. Thought it would come
Probably
up,
how
but-
it should run. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think it should curl there.
No.
Wait, it was good.
I wonder what happened.
This late in the end, no reason to hit it. Just your shot rock, just split the rings here. Take away the double opportunity.
There's like an 85 here. We just need
85,
half
yeah.
in the 8.
Yeah.
Because it's the straight spots.
Yeah.
Late, guys. Okay. We're thinking 85. Okay. Yeah, I think it's a bit straighter, so a bit faster.
Yeah,
probably.
exactly.
That's what we were thinking. We just need half in the 8? Yeah.
Okay. You got it.
Close.
Rim.
A little light.
Weight's a little down. Room. Light to go.
Ton of room.
Line's fine. All
Weight's
you.
close. Just fight 8 for second shot. Lots
Okay.
of room still.
Gotta go.
Needs to curl. Allie, if anything.
Well, no, we're fine.
Just to here.
We're there.
Needs
Whoa,
to
whoa,
curl.
whoa, whoa, whoa. No, no, no. Okay.
And in they come. Not quite around to sit 2, however.
Lost its handle at the end.
Yeah. What'd you get up here?
91. Okay. Good.
I think I like a 10.
Is that a telltale sign of anything? Of no handle, or is it just her not putting enough rotation on it?
I think her just not putting enough
Had to let it
rotation.
go out of the half. Yeah.
It was a faster spot, and sometimes you're not as crisp of a release, and so the handle isn't there.
No, that spot's really straight. Yeah. Please throw.
It's such an incredible sliding surface in an arena situation that your whole body slows down. You have to kick out slower. You take longer for that rock to go out, so the release sometimes becomes slower. Therefore, the rotation disappears. They rolling behind the corner or in front? I think in front.
Solid 10.
Actually, go hard. Hard. Hard.
This is that straight spot.
Hard. Hard. Hard for peace. Hard. go.
Wow.
They're just not figuring that out, are they?
Oh.
So the open draw now, well, open draw, they have to hit the 8 foot.
I thought that looked like when she said 10.
For a couple
Three was
here.
good.
Final stone coming up for Shannon Kleibrink.
Switch. Oh, I thought I grabbed mine. Sorry.
It's a little tricky for Krista because she watched Lisa Amy kind of set both of those. You heard Shannon say you're just a little in out, so then Krista's guessing on how much in and out.
Yeah.
But then I was like, yeah. But nothing.
Gotta go.
Little wider line.
We're good.
Waves close. Running a bit.
We're good. Heard it.
Thiessen, Wilkes,
Starting to go now.
Amy calling line.
Sideways.
8 foot for a couple.
You're good. Good sweep, guys.
Really good. Taking advantage of a couple of mistakes by McCarville to put 2 on the board here in the 3rd. Let's continue up with our updates. Kathy checking in on the territories against Prince Edward Island. The territories opened with 2 in the first, a blank. And now this is the final stone for Prince Edward Island. And skip Robin McPhee, 7 times to a Scotties, first time ever skipping.
Well, facing 3, but that is because she took risk with hammer, tried to freeze, tried to make a couple of doubles, just did not work out, and so that forces her to make this hit and stick, and she does for the single.
For the single point in 3, and the territories and Kerry Galusha now have last rock back in 4 on this Saturday night here in St. Catharines, our first day here in the Garden City. Boy, the gardens would have been growing today if you could see them. A lot of the snow, though, has melted as it hit 13 degrees here in the Niagara region. Still down east, I'm sure they're still digging out, and we wish everybody well. The PEI team actually had to fly out a day early so they would avoid the nor'easter, the back-to-back storms that hit the Atlantic provinces.
Okay. Go here.
So Alberta gets a deuce, and here in 4 it will be once again Northern Ontario. And Krista McCarville from Thunder Bay that does have last rock. They have the hammer playing the Redstone.
Whoa, 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 whoa. No. Kendra gotta go for peace. Hard for peace, hard for peace, hard.
Boy, she's having some troubles with. She flashed.
I did think it was a lot of ice for 9.5, and then she shot it firm.
On the corner guard.
We must be shot.
It's just easy to have that adrenaline take over this early.
Tight?
Yeah. You got it.
And again, I keep coming back to the sliding surface. It's so much quicker.
Well, and I think there are some straight spots where you're used to the arena going aggressively, and those spots are just not doing it.
Halfway high.
Room. Leave it for a sec.
Halfway
Line
high.
good. Yep, Allie. Hold it. Hold the line.
Over curling. Just over.
Whoa. Over and off. Over and off.
If I had a criticism of this
sure.
wonderful Northern Ontario team, the deliveries are great, the strategy's great. They do well under pressure. Krista seems to be able to read ice well. They throw a lot of weight on those normal weight hits. It's not about breaking that yellow rock in half. It's about controlling your cue ball. And I'm not sure why they throw like a 9 or a 9.5 at a wide open rock. I'd love to see them bring that speed down a little bit. Now they have to work here not to give up a steal.
Whoa. Clean, yep. You're okay. Yep, keep going. Go. It's curling hard. Good.
Yeah.
It's almost like this sheet B is sloped towards C, Cheryl.
I would agree.
All the out turns going down the odd end, all that in turn that was flashed coming home is towards curling towards sheet A, and it won't do that, whereas that one you just saw curl a lot. Everything's leaning towards C just a bit.
As Dave Merklinger is running up the stairs towards the booth.
That's right.
The head ice maker. What did he say?
That's right.
Halfway tight.
Wow.
Halfway.
Close. Little
one way to be a good ice reader is just try to remember everything that's been missed, and if there's a pattern. And here, we've been lucky enough to be in the same sheet twice. They haven't.
Good. Whoa.
But if anything's going to be missed, for instance,
we do the
that
double
shot didn't curl quite as much.
Well, you try as a skip to get a shape in your head, you know, and it may change over the game, but you really try to get that shape, and I think it is, as you said, like a slanted toward sheet C.
Whoa. Queen. Yep. You're fine. Yep. Yes. Hard.
Good.
Guard.
Okay.
Be pretty positive here. Yeah, it'll curl for sure.
Got it.
You got it. Same line, halfway.
Line's
Looks
fine.
heavier to me. Tight. Yeah.
Clean it.
Top 8.
Could be in.
Top
Clean
8.
it.
Okay. Top 8. What do you want to do with it? I guess so. Freeze right on it. Go. Hard. On the face. Hard.
And
I kicked that
right
wrong.
to it. I mentioned earlier about the several of the players, including Thiessen, our CIS Gold winners, Sarah Wilkes. Congratulations to Kelsey Rock. This was last week in Almaty in Kazakhstan. The two-time World Junior champion skipped her team to the World University Games gold medal. And the added story here is that she turned down an opportunity to play in the provincials in Alberta, where she, given her experience, may have had an opportunity. So she was so committed to going to this that she said, I'm sorry, there'll be time enough for provincials. I'm going to do that. So congratulations to her for winning the gold medal.
I think any chance you ever get to wear a maple leaf, you take it. That's
well
pretty
said.
incredible. I don't know many players that would ever turn that down, and I think her team was really good about it and understood that they're a young team and they'll have opportunities to get back to provincial playdowns.
And, of course, the trials coming up with her on the tour and number of points available. That's where this is also. Snuck it by, and they'll leave it on the corner. Shot rock still belongs to Alberta. Northern Ontario with last rock. But the points that teams will pick up here, for example, Prince Edward Island and Rob McPhee, I said, she played a lot on the tour this year trying to get ready for this. But she said, I said, are we going to see you at the Road to the Roar in Summerside, which would be big for her in Prince Edward Island.
Oh.
And she said, you know what? The points I get here, there's the added bonus for me. If I pick up sufficient points here, I may get close.
It's the only way they can do it, really, because they're not going to commit to playing in all the big spiels and flying around the country. Some teams just can't do that.
Well, that's what Kelsey Rock's team was really hoping to have a good season on tour. They didn't. They had a struggle this year because they knew they were going to bypass all these points at provincials and maybe at Canadians.
Halfway. Over and off now. You're good. Another day. Nice, Lise. That's good.
Kender rolled right on top there, so at some point in time they can either play the double peel here or run something back.
Yep.
Right here.
Yep.
Shouldn't curl much.
Go, Kendra. Got it, Kendra.
You heard shouldn't curl much. This is the side we've identified as a little straighter.
Really hard, really hard.
Kendra Lilly.
Hard. Roll, Ash.
Bang.
Go.
Oh, she nearly picked it right off the backside.
That would have been sneaky.
Oh.
Trying for the double to open things up. Now watch how close this comes.
Kicked it out.
Ooh,
That would have been
look.
very lucky. It's not by a mile.
So close.
It was a pro side throw on a very straight spot, but she just overdid it. Couldn't hold it.
Same as their job last time,
I think so, yeah. I got 14.5 on Lisa's. Like that one full button.
Okay. And Shannon's last time was,
similar, I thought.
You can tell it's a little straighter right now. They're trying to get basically the center line. They're taking 4 feet of ice. The other turn's more like 5 and a bit.
I don't leave her anything to get rid of that right now. She's got nothing on those guards.
Well, she can come around and tap it back, right?
It'll curl.
Yeah. But not if I'm putting it where we're hoping.
Okay, like on this side or something?
If I make my shot, they don't have that.
Probably running it in is the problem, but
Okay.
Think you could use a bit more ice? No?
Yeah.
little more.
If it's a bit
No,
straighter
not that
here, and
much.
it is,
Not that much,
it's going to be a little bit quicker
Got it.
too.
Yeah, it's nice and keen here. Same as that path last end.
Skip Stones here in the
hold the line.
fourth.
Yep, hit it.
And Shannon Kleibrink.
Top 12. Top 8. What do you want to do with it?
Close.
Top 8. Whoa.
Whoa.
Top 8. We're to it. We're to
Whoa,
it.
it needs to curl. Needs to curl. Needs to curl. Needs to curl.
Okay.
Yikes. Just what we thought. A few rocks down the same path, the straighter side, meaning it's
Oh,
less
you got your wish.
resistance.
Okay. Good. I think I had more on yours than this. One out of the rings yet? If you can get to nose and
It's going to be tough. Tough with weight.
yeah,
to
and
get
this
to
angle's
nose.
not the greatest there.
No. I was thinking if I could ever do this, tap that to there, push this one out here.
Yeah.
We got to make sure we're second, right?
Yeah. Well, it will have to be second, I think. Like I think that's gonna touch the yellow.
This, I'm just thinking that.
Let me just leave them that though.
Yeah. Yeah, this isn't going too far because I can't throw weight with nose.
I think if you can
Well,
unlock it and stay on top of that top center line yellow.
Yeah, you're going to lose your red one back this way a little
bumper,
bit, but
get
right,
to
even if you get it over here, Cheryl, just
Yeah,
you don't have to get it out yet, but just get it back somewhere.
back 4, back 8 weight, something like that.
Like less than bumper?
What's it going to do to the shot rock?
kinda got
It's
it
going to
to
tickle it a little bit. It should get it back
Mine held
4-ish,
3-3.
maybe
How about
even
just bump then?
out if you throw it hard enough. I think what they're worried about here is they can't throw a lot of speed.
Like my 10 here held pretty good.
Yeah, I did.
Normal or less. Can't whip it.
Yeah, because you don't want to
least this
lose.
can have
My concern would be losing your redstone that's in the forefoot.
Right, you need to get to the nose to be able to save it. There's a good angle there. It's pretty hidden under the good corner of it hidden.
I think not stay quite tight.
So
Well,
just bumper though.
Yeah, I was thinking hack maybe. They're talking about bumper weight.
Extremely difficult to hit that dead on.
Hack! Whoa! Good bumper.
Whoa, off.
Kristen McCarville.
Yes, bumper.
Sarah, go, Sarah.
There it goes.
Hard, Sarah, hard, Sarah, hard. Go. Hard, Sarah, hard.
Go, 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 go.
By 1, by 2. Oh, goodness, she got to the nose
Great shot.
and gets some separation. Leaves herself sitting the shot stone T-line edge of the button.
Oh, sorry. We are shot. Yep.
Really good
That
throw.
means you might have it in on.
Really great weight control on that.
This go
Yeah.
sideways.
It's tough to almost miss it.
Just move this a couple inches.
Yeah. I don't mind that.
It's a little scary
that.
though.
If we
You
can
don't want to
get it
leave
to
a
go to
triple.
here.
You don't want to leave a triple.
I think we will if we can get it to here. Even if we bumped it to dead frozen, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I really like that, Russ.
Hey, if there's room past that yellow guard, I think that's the shot, Cheryl. I think they're talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
I think they're talking actually about promoting this a little bit. That works too. Obviously, optically, it looks great, but you're going to leave something here unless you can get your
Tap it for shot.
unless you can get your thrown rock back
can tap
here,
it
which
to
is
dead
hard to do.
frozen.
You're going to set up at least a double for
If we just
2,
hit a
maybe a
quarter,
lot
so we can
more.
have a triple.
If I heard correctly, Cheryl, I don't know with regards to what
Not if it's to dead
with regard to
frozen.
what first
We have
option
nothing else,
on
I
those
don't
2 reds on the left.
No, it's jammed
I'm not
on the
sure
back.
That's exactly right. She thinks she's going to jam it on the stone at the back of the floor.
Yeah, it could. I guess it could. But if you hit the red one really thin, the exposed red one, you're fine. But you'd have to be awfully tight to the guard.
But it curls so good there. I think you could do it.
That's good. I have to throw it up pretty straight.
You got it.
The only advantage here is Shannon's thrown just through the shot.
Right off.
Rim. Weights up.
It's an important message too, Cheryl, isn't it? There's not a right and wrong here. It's whichever one Shannon's going to make. She's just thrown this one, so why not do it again?
Thiessen, Wilkes, pick her up. It'll bust on you. Oh, they did well. And tapping it back. Now, though, has she left a triple?
Yeah, their shot.
Can you get enough of that Yellowstone to get all three?
I think you can, Beck. I really do. It's not simple, and there's some risk.
Yeah, because you got to play it across the top.
Great shot.
There was a lot of face scrunching going on by Shannon Kleibrink after she came down.
Right there.
I think it would be almost more to
Top one goes. That one's gone for sure. And you throw it hard enough, this one goes. Your shooter might even stay over in this area for a big four. It's possible.
We'll have to go
The
back.
risk
Or
is you
you
have
could
to hit it high side.
Oh, that's totally guess on
Okay.
ice.
Okay.
Probably here.
Are we tapping her red? What are we trying here? Okay.
Looks like. So I had
Like back
I had a
four?
70 on.
Or do you like more than
Back
that?
4, back 8.
Okay.
Do you not think in triple, Cheryl? Or
No, tapping their center red.
Think about a hair more.
Are we tapping our red?
Yeah.
Okay.
We need a piece of it.
Okay.
It's come down a hair.
Okay. So it's not like 2 ends ago?
No, I don't think so.
No. Okay.
I'm thinking more like an 8.
Yeah, this
80,
definitely is a
85,
risk-reward
85,
situation,
90,
isn't it? There's, this is for one, but there's not a lot of risk. The other one's there, though, Cheryl.
Well, and I think, I don't know if, even if you caught it through the hole, I think your red goes into the, like, I actually think it's not a tough
You
shot.
gotta go a little.
Goal line.
Weight's all there. No, it's
Stay
not.
close.
Final stone.
Weight's really good.
No.
Is there a shot here for the bundle? She's going to play the tap up.
Hard, Sarah. Hard, Sarah.
Wait straight, wait straight.
There it is. Bump it up. Oh, that's pretty stuff. One it is only, though. Early in the game, would you have risked playing the upweight shot for the triple? May not get a chance like that again.
Came down?
It did. Well,
Oh, it's been a while since we've heard from Kathy. Nothing personal. Northwest Territories against PEI as they play in 4-2-1 for the Territories and Kerry Galusha interlock.
Oh, she's trying to play a top double for 4. This end really set up by PEI third. Sarah Fulton on a great corner freeze.
Oof. 1, 2, and she'll get 1 and 2. Wow. Thanks, Kathy. Last time we'll hear from you for a while, I guess. That'll be it. 4-1. Territories says goodbye. It turned out to be a single for Northern Ontario as they picked up the single for. But I thought maybe early in the game you try to play the triple. What are you going to give up? Maybe 1. It's still the 4th, but she played this and got her single.
She did, and sometimes you just play the shot that you see, and I think this was something, this is her kind of shot, the touch shot tap. Builds her confidence, she makes it perfectly here and gets her 1, and they're up 2.
The key shot brought to you by Cashmere. Nothing feels like Cashmere.
The triple wasn't easy either. It was pretty risky. You ever hit it thin, you give up a bundle. And, the way that you'd have to hit the first one on the second one might have dragged and hung in there anyways. So veteran call, as we talked about in the opening. You know, they're 1 up. Let's go 2 up and live with that.
Really hard, guys. Hard,
Well, and
hard. No roll.
you both said that
Yes,
these
no.
two skips are similar in ways as they won't take a lot of risk, will they?
No, they definitely like to control. They don't need to have big leads, and they really don't play those big shots for the risks unless they're forced to, unless they're down in a game and they have to. And
It is a long
we watched that with Krista last year. She just very controlled.
Wow.
Confident with a 2-point lead.
Fresh out here.
And comfortable with the game type because there's no guarantee you're keeping that lead. Kleibrink's got hammer and a chance to get a deuce back.
Going way, way outside for one of the few times in the game so far.
Whoa, close, whoa. No.
It's not curling. Good throw. You shot it good.
Very nice to hold it on the
I got an 8-2.
in the 12-foot.
Got an 8-2 on that.
I think it shows a lot of control for a skip that doesn't actually lean to the triple sometimes because they are the fun shots to throw. They're the big shots. They're the glamorous shots. And, you know, she didn't directly go to that. She plays a simple tap. And it wasn't that easy.
If it was Rachel Holman, then she's going after it.
That's her MO.
That's her shot.
Yeah, it is.
So the answer with all this is both skips are right.
Right.
Right. You play your strength. You play what you need. And you know Shannon's 2 up here because of that. That's pretty good.
Whoa. Yep. Go. Hard. Good, Sarah.
Well, I can
You
definitely
see
see
any
that.
of it? A piece, not quite a quarter.
Well, a little sooner than I thought, Kathy, and here we go again. Newfoundland Labrador against the Saskatchewan. And this is the final stone for Penny Barker out of Moose Jaw.
Well, a little bit of struggles with weight for Penny. Sometimes, you know, it is really path sensitive on this sheet tonight and got caught a little bit early. Needs the 8-foot here.
Okay, and now, and they did measure, and it ended up being a point for Saskatchewan and a 2-2 tie.
Go. Whoa, that's good.
Great shot.
That's good.
Normal.
Nice soft weight shot there by Northern Ontario. I talked about them throwing normal at most of them. They had to bring the weight down there because that was underneath cover. And hanging around, getting that play away from the corner guard, that's what they're trying to do.
8-5.
Yep. Whoa. Yes. Right to it.
Roll it, Ellie.
No. But enough at the end. Do it good.
Just comes off a hill out there.
But again, that's the swing side, isn't it? And
Yeah,
you know, we've been at it 10 ends longer than they, or 11 ends longer than they have. And that's a good example of how which skip figures it out.
Clean. Yep. Hard.
Not crazy.
Hard. Okay, clean. Good throw.
Nice.
Great one.
Sorry.
You have it.
Both teams looking a lot more relaxed.
Hey, you try and keep the game close. Try and let the team settle in. Don't let anybody get too far ahead, and then it gives yourself a chance, especially with the first-timers to a Scotties.
You got it.
They start to forget about the crowds and the camera. It all becomes kind of a lot easier.
Well, let's remember, they all took part in the opening ceremonies this afternoon here in St. Catharines. Then all the teams except for Northwest Territories went back to the hotel. They had the afternoon off, so this is their first game.
Nine.
As we drive through St. Catharines, we want to remind you that the mighty will fall when Showtime's Billions returns to Crave TV. Emmy Award winners Paul Giamatti and Damian Lewis star in Billions. New episodes start Sunday the 19th. Go to cravetv.ca to start your 1-month trial.
Yep. Whoa, clean.
We're in the Niagara region.
Yep. Go little. Clean. Okay, good. Nice throw. That was good.
Nice.
9-1.
Wow. That. 2 for 2. That's nice.
Oh, she's hot.
First time in the
I was fortunate enough to have Kendra Lilly help me in a clinic in Sudbury this year, and what a fantastic person. She's just so good with the young kids and the rest of the campers, and knowledgeable player for such a young age.
Yeah. Oh.
You like this? The hidden roll. Okay.
Yeah, she really has become the face of curling in Sudbury. That's a lot of attention.
Okay, hard for peace, guys. Yeah, you still got it. Still got it.
What a beautiful spot up there,
Okay,
Beck.
Lee.
Science North. Very nice.
Well, we were there for Scotties 2001, actually.
Yeah, that went back.
And yeah, enjoyed it very much.
Kind of like me.
I think she's had high, yeah. Because on her draw, it's a little
Oh, and
tighter
we're going
here
to
'cause
the
it's
middle,
curling left.
so
Hair lax, actually.
I don't know.
There we go. That's how I knew. I just read it off the banner.
We watched you.
I don't want to be any higher.
Yeah. You know, and
You got cue cards everywhere.
well, yeah, that's it. I was being so smart, I
You
thought.
got caught on that.
Let's see, for
I
dramatic
just
effect,
thought-
I'll pause. 2001.
Better chance at forcing? I don't know.
I mean, she's going to freeze
Yeah.
on the back one if we're not
Wow.
good over there. That's the only thing.
True.
But,
Okay,
I mean,
whatever you like.
we don't want to be too high because then she's coming around the back one either.
Yeah, I think more like that 90, 95.
Yeah, it's a little
90.
nicer here.
Okay.
Such a simple shot, but they really did think it out. And that's really good good coaching there. Kendra's so right. If you're too high here,
I think it's quite top four.
Mine's good.
She'll wrap it around.
right, and if you're obviously deep, they're going to freeze too, because the blank's not looking like it's going to happen. So you have to really try to get your two. So anything short here, you're just helping your opponent.
So you want to bring it in?
Yes, no question. Full 8 if you could.
And this is a great carry here as Lily goes out to help Sippola. And they get it just shy of the top of the 8 foot.
What'd you have?
Gonna try the freeze.
Yeah.
Would you do, Cheryl? The freeze or the come around?
Yeah, I like the freeze.
Yep. Come around if you're top 4, it's not much of a run
Short
back.
run.
Yep.
What'd they ask you to throw? Like lock it on the back one. Play the double and miss it. I'm going to draw against 2 anyway, so let's make it now.
Now there you go. That's the also the idea of practice. I'll get a chance at one here.
Stickier.
You're gonna get forced to draw, so
Hers
might as
really
well
curled
get one
there.
under your belt.
Now we're already seeing the change in the colors of the rings.
The same.
So the same thing that we encountered this afternoon with the warm temperatures outside. And even at this hour, as we're approaching 9 p.m. Eastern Time, it's still 8 degrees.
Incredible.
Hard! Need it! Hard! Where are you?
Need the bashing.
Need it? Yes. You're going to be by it.
Okay, it's coming down. Yep, go on. Go.
Yep. Hard!
Okay, Shan.
Jack.
That'll work.
A little more weight.
So I
Not
guess
seeing
I
as
know-
much rotation out of Shannon's. You know, that's a straight spot. It did really curl, but she's not throwing as much rotation as I think the other girls are maybe getting fooled a bit.
Get away with that with the rocks that aren't as aggressive as these, but you're so right. It'll also slow
T-line.
down.
Yeah.
It'll start to plow a little bit if it doesn't have that rotation.
This is to my mind, interesting. If you go down and you freeze to it, you still give Alberta a chance to get the pinhole. Do you want to just leave it on the lid and make her force her to try a takeout on it? Where do you want to go with this?
Well, I think if the angle's right, you could leave it shot a little bit higher, but the freeze isn't bad. A force is great. You'll take a force in this
Where are
end,
we?
Right now.
Where?
Back 8.
Whoa.
but not back 8.
Back 12.
Uh-oh.
Ash, go on it. Ash. Hard.
Why?
Yeah, well, now that'll give her the chance to draw for 2 and going to school with her first one.
Should have hit it earlier.
Yeah. I don't think it would have a chance.
It's an unusual miss for Krista because her draw weight is she is the touch player, and maybe that straighter spot.
Straighter spot has to be faster, and she definitely overthrew it.
Okay, give give us the same throw with a bit more rotation?
Yeah,
we can come to that one.
For sure, yeah.
Okay, you got it.
Same weight though, eh?
Yeah, the sweeper's even picking up, not a lot of rotation on Shannon's first one.
Yeah, like we can come right to that.
14.
Yeah, you got it. Same throw, just a bit more positive.
Well, this is a great chance for Shannon Kleibrink and the team from Okotoks, Alberta. That's about 18 kilometers or so south of Calgary.
It is.
Little more line.
Okay, weights close. Yep.
Running a bit.
Backing.
Where?
We need it.
They need it. So here go Wilkes. Here go Thiessen. This is a wasted opportunity if you can't get it there, ladies.
Go. Hard, you got it. Keep going. Keep going. Go. Faster. Hard.
Little more.
Hard, you got it.
Little more. Can you get this there? And look at that. Wow. Great brushing. Sarah Wilkes, Allison Thiessen to drag and get everything out of that stone they could. You thought right about here it didn't have a chance. And they put it on their back and carried it to the top of the 4 for 2. And midway through, we're all even.
The 2017 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by Purex Bathroom Tissue. Purex, 90 years of pure comfort.
Alberta got 2 and 3, another deuce in 5 to tie it up 4-4. We're midway through. Brian Mudrix with Shannon Kleibrink.
Shannon, a nice draw there in that final stone to pick up your 2. Take me through your process and in the hack. The girls really did a good job to get it there, didn't they?
For sure. I threw it probably with not quite as much rotation as I wanted, and it took off, and the sweepers got it there for sure.
It was an interesting provincials just to get here. I know you had some back problems. You told me the other day you're feeling good. How is your health going into this year's Scotties?
Pretty good. Wish I was 20 years younger, but the back is holding up, so hopefully it'll be okay for the rest of the time.
A lot of the teams talked about getting a good handle on the ice early to get a good jump in the standings. Your assessment of the ice so far?
It's great so far. Watching on TV this afternoon, we weren't sure if the frost was a factor, but it's really not. The ice is really great, so yeah, it should hold up, hopefully.
Thanks for your time.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, we point out again, just because you see the frost, as long as it doesn't come up and get higher than the pebble, then we're okay. We're tied at 4. Very close game across the board. The hit percentage a little bit lower for Alberta. The low player on the ice right now is the Alberta third, Lisa Amy, at 73%. The numbers after 5 are brought to you by Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for 22 years. Northern Ontario has Last Rock when we come back.
The 2017 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by Home Hardware. Homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice. By Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for 22 years. And by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures.
Let's update the 2 other games on the ice before we get back to Northern Ontario, Alberta. Territories against Prince Edward Island. And the final stone coming up here for Robin McPhee from the Charlottetown Curling Complex.
Now PEI set up for the deuce this entire end, moving stones back and forth across the house, and so this is the completion of that. If she's able to hit and stick, it would be for 2.
They were affected by the storms in the Atlantic provinces. They had to come out. There's a nice hit to stick and the 2, but it also affected their preparation. They didn't get as much practice time. They weren't able to get to the curling club. Now Saskatchewan, Newfoundland, Labrador.
Well, that yellow stone that you see belonging to Stacey Curtis was the peach she made on her first hit and rolled right under. That red stone, well, that was the draw attempt by Saskatchewan to close the scoring area down.
And what's she playing here?
Well, where the broom is, it looks to me like she is playing the raise.
She weren't coming around.
Well, she could be trying to come around, but where the broom is, that would be what you would take for the raise.
Oh, yep.
Stacey Curtis out of the St. John's Curling Club. And rubs and rolls off, and we'll get just the single in 5. And now leads it 3-2 over against Saskatchewan and Penny Barker from Moose Jaw. on this Saturday night, our first night here in St. Catharines of the 2017 Scotties Tournament of Hearts. And here in 6 of a 4-4 tie, it'll be Northern Ontario and Krista McCarville from the Fort William Curling Club in Thunder Bay that does have Last Rock.
Back 12.
They have the hammer playing the Redstones.
Where do you want it? Just let her dig wherever
It's
it will.
back 4.
Whoa, then back 4 is fine.
Hey.
Good,
Hey,
Ellie.
Ellie.
13-4.
Okay.
To keep an eye on
Okay.
Shannon Kleibrink's rotation.
think you can shoot what
It's
you
not
put
that you
down.
have to throw more. That would be ideal to match the rest of the team, but you could just simply take a little more ice and make sure you don't throw it light, just throw it a little extra. It's sometimes we fall into that trap of trying to copy somebody else. If that's what Shannon's done
looks lovely.
for a long period of time, that's what she does
think
at
we're
home
there
to
right now.
practice.
Okay,
Then
room.
just take a little more ice,
But
but a
it-
hair harder.
Sorry, but isn't that,
Tons of room.
listen,
All
she's
done,
a very
lads.
experienced,
Tons of room, tons of room
but
right
for
now.
her to know it, to
Coming. Mine's getting
not
better.
admit it, recognize it.
If you have to. Line
I'm
it
not
up.
doing
Line's
that.
really good.
Yeah, and you know what, I think what happens is there's somewhat the disadvantage of maybe not playing in a lot of the slam events on the arena ice. You can get away with,
See, what did I
you're
say?
playing on straighter ice, so you do start to develop those habits. I think where the difficulty comes in is for the sweepers, for them to judge when they've got 2 players throwing rotation.
Yeah, oh,
It's-
for sure.
It's trickier for them. But you're right, Vic, like Shannon, she knows how to throw more rotation on it, and I think she did try on that last one.
Looks a bit heavy. Where are you?
T-line.
Whoa. Needs to curl a long ways, guys.
Whoa.
Yep.
Wait's close.
Yep. Where are you?
Gotta go.
Yep. Hard for
We're
the
there.
Whoa.
Bathroom. Whoa.
Yep, yep. Hard. Losing the line now.
It's coming down hard.
Go. Okay, that's good, Sarah.
They've got it surrounded. Shot Rock belongs to Northern Ontario, T-line,
Shot,
4-4.
Top 8 here.
May seem like a simple
What if
question,
we hit
Russ.
roll behind here?
I'll take
But-
this one.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's going to do much, though.
Your
Funny,
hand
he
went
actually
up
put
real
up his hand.
Be
I mean, it
tapping.
just leaves the
Okay, so you put more rotation
They're
on.
doing
The
this
stone is
for
going to
sure,
glide a little bit more. Then
Yeah.
do you have to adjust with your speed because the rock is going to glide that much more?
No question about it. Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's just the friction. It's like when you press the gas as hard as you can. You're on the ice with your car. Your car tire spins like crazy. It won't grab. It's the same with the rock. 5-6 rotations, it'll glide, less friction, slide farther. So I would say what Shannon's doing would cost her, Cheryl, 3, maybe 4 feet of speed.
Yeah, probably close to that.
Okay.
And that's to your point. How does the front end judge it? I thought they might take a crack at tapping this yellow one out with normal weight, kill both yellows.
Hack, solid hack.
Close.
Whoa.
Yep.
Whoa.
Yep.
Hard.
Hard.
Whoa.
Whoa.
No, we don't have to
No. Hard.
Sit.
Now is going to sit.
Sit.
Oh, boy. Come back.
Jeez. Sorry.
And it may not have come back far enough. It does hang on to the edge, so it's still in play.
I think Sane's building.
Okay, you got it.
Just overcook that one.
Can I have a hair less, Shannon?
Yeah.
Sane.
Little more line.
Wait's
Yeah.
close.
Yeah. Whoa. Where?
Right to it.
Well then.
Short of this, a little bit is better than chipping off.
Gotta go. Really gotta go.
Hard on.
Sarah Wilkes.
Hard. You got it. Go.
Wow, again.
Good shot.
Really nice throw.
Good call.
What'd you get? 14.5.
This was curious to me, Cheryl,
What's my
why you
tolerance?
played to chip that yellow off the face of the shot rock. The first time, why wouldn't you play that same shot now rather than indicating you want to play down to it?
Yeah, and I'm surprised. I agree with you, Vic. I actually think if you start to jiggle those around and try and unlock that
Might be able
freeze.
to do this.
Sure.
This isn't bad either because then this exposes the nose hit double. Both yellows go.
I actually like getting rid of the guard.
And you can throw it soft enough to roll into the rings here, preferably behind that corner guard, Cheryl.
think it's better than playing anything frozen on top of it.
If you're really greedy, you get that back yellow one on the way by. I really like this call.
Whoa! Whoa!
Not up.
Whoa! Whoa!
Ashley Sippola
Yeah!
jumped again.
Whoa!
Watch out.
What happened?
Yeah.
Had to pick.
Are you kidding?
That was just going to hit a quarter of the other side of that rock.
Hitting a big roll to there. It's pretty good. All right.
Shannon out there to clean that off just in case. And a
Pretty
pretty good
straight here,
opportunity to score more than one. Now they're going to be looking at 5.
Sorry, what?
9.
Do you agree? It's pretty straight here, right?
No, this is the out turn home is the curly path. 9, you got it.
Nine five. Clean, yep.
Whoa!
9-5.
Whoa!
Whoa. Rolling a little bit, Sarah. Anything you got? Hard, 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 hard. Great shot. Atta
Wow,
girl.
suddenly now you're sitting 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Roll to here. This is
Bad break on that pick.
Northern
Roll it.
Ontario now thankful they do have that last rock.
like 9.5.
Okay.
Probably like a third, maybe.
Get a lot of rocks moving here if they throw this hard enough.
Yep. Solid. Yep. Hard. Hard. Really hard. Really hard.
Kendra Lilly.
Hard. Whoa. Whoa.
Yes.
Whoa. Whoa. Okay.
And she stuffed 2, but got rid of 2.
9.5. I'm a little surprised that.
Don't mind this. Okay. Same weight.
Okay.
Great. This will run straight here, Elise.
Okay.
You got it.
I'd love to keep this in front of the
Yeah,
one on the button.
right, really hard. Hard.
Lisa Amy, actually, the indication was we're going to roll it away to the stone tee line in the 8-foot if they're good.
Atta girl.
And they'll leave it there.
Perfect.
Great sweep.
Shannon sounded worried under her hand, but they held that really nice.
Wasn't her indication, didn't she first indicate she wanted to roll it right over?
No, she just
Oh,
wanted
I'm
to.
sorry, then I misunderstood.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Was that up?
No.
Here more.
Whoa.
9.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. Whoa. Roll it a little shot. Good shot.
Shot.
And she'll get, just jammed at the back.
Here, Kendra.
But certainly looking a lot better for Northern Ontario with skip stones to come.
I got a 9 on that one. I got like an 8.5 on your first one.
Really? I thought that one was more.
No. Well, sometimes
Yeah.
wrong, but
No, sorry, I just it felt
no,
like
I mean I definitely could be off.
With that
for sure.
bad pick for Northern Ontario, they just be pretty happy to score here.
That ever change things.
Yeah.
solid 9.
Right on the nose?
Yeah, I like the nose. Tiny
Okay.
little bit of roll. Your way's not bad.
Okay.
I don't want to go all the way so
Yeah.
she can freeze.
Yeah, sounds good. 9?
Yeah.
Okay.
Should come up a little bit, eh?
Just a hair. I don't
Yeah.
think it'll go
Not
crazy.
much.
Yeah. All right, you got it.
Clean it.
Whoa!
9. Whoa.
Rolling out right now.
Whoa. Whoa.
Yep.
Whoa. You're good.
Nice shot.
Nice shot, Shannon.
Well, as mentioned, Shannon Kleibrink now in a 5th Scotties. This is how she got here in the provincial. And yeah, it was a triple knockout. So she makes it through on the A side with a win over Jerry Lynn Ramsey and then beats Val Sweeting twice to make it to this Scotties.
this will go, though. I mean, we started going the other way, so.
Let's go here with 9.5.
9.5?
Not a lot of tour play for the team from Okotoks.
Well, I think, do you want to play more
ranked
like
number
a 10?
28 on tour.
No. Okay.
No. Just because it's going to go, so.
But I mean, some teams here, you know, Newfoundland, Labrador down at 123 on tour.
Yeah.
Saskatchewan, Penny Barker, no tour.
You guys like this, rolling behind their
Nothing
yellow?
on
Or?
It's true.
I mean, we could roll behind our
That's
red,
the neat thing about the Canadian men's and ladies championship is anybody can enter.
Yeah, and I don't know that would.
Some teams have the time, the budget, and be able to do more than others. Krista McCarville's a great example. They only played 5 spiels.
9.5. Okay.
But if you work at it in the gym, you work at it at the club. Throw a lot of rocks in an hour and a half as opposed to traveling all over the place.
Hard.
There's 2 ways to do it.
And the rest is, you got to say something about all the rest you get.
Yeah,
recovery.
true.
McCarville, oh boy, wanted to get the roll towards center line, rolls it to the edge.
Well, I think we're second. Someone has girls.
So finishes first overall and then beats Tracy Fleury in that final. As we mentioned, number 18 on the tour, some $23,000 and change won.
I'm guessing so. No, it's like tight ice to me. Yeah. That's so curly.
Really fooled Krista. That curled a lot harder than
You guys like the tap?
Krista thought it would.
Oh, okay. We thought we were drawing around. Yeah.
I think it curls this much that this will tap it.
Yes,
I guess.
this looks like good ice for the tap.
Yeah.
I agree. We're second, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Give us.
If you're
like a
Shannon
75?
Kleibrink,
Okay.
Yeah, 75. Sticky.
this is a little bit like blood in the water here
80, yeah.
for her.
Yeah,
I mean, she
positive
sees
more than
the
here.
possibility of putting
Nice
great
and positive
pressure
with an 80 will be good.
on McCarville.
Yeah, the fact she's hitting 2, Cheryl, this is no risk too.
No.
If you weren't second, you'd never do this. You might set up an easy double.
Hey, room right now.
Tap it, shrink that scoring area.
Force the draw wherever it is to go maybe a little wider.
Go out to a new path.
You're
Even
not
tap
on
this
it.
on the angle and it makes the draw tougher.
Coming down.
Put a slight angle on it and you're in the way of McCarville's draw.
Hard. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Okay.
Okay. 14-4. Just draw.
Well, we could still
Okay, that
decide.
works. Don't hate it. At least there's no problem.
Okay.
I don't know. I didn't get it.
Both of these are about, I would say, equal percentage of make or miss. The nose hit doubles there, but
What do you think? We have
you
to
certainly
play
hate to be
this
throwing it hard against 3, but this isn't a free one either.
Which?
We watched Rachel Holman throw this exact same shot for a draw for 2 in the 8th end, came up light.
We haven't really played this path, to be honest.
No, like I got a 14-2 on hers, and hers was top 8. So I'm thinking I need a 13 something, which is probably like 80-ish, 85.
I was thinking, well, when you said 90, I was thinking solid 90, so I think 85. Okay.
This is a little bit further too, right?
Yeah, right.
Than
So I don't
hers.
think you can, yeah.
We need a piece of 4.
Yeah, if you think 80.
Krista throws, there's where it's tricky. Krista throws more rotation than Shannon, so
So you can't be timing Shannon's, can you?
no, I would be careful doing that.
It's too complicated. Has to be a little slower here.
Final stone drawing against 2 for sure. Close for the third shot around the edge of the 12.
Close. It's not even close, Sarah.
Wow,
It's a guard.
it's nothing. Got out there and it did nothing. Now 1-2 for sure. Now they'll check around the edge.
3.
And 3 it is. Forced to go way outside. And gives up a steal of 3.
It's unbelievable. It kind of took about a week for us to just kind of let it sink in and realize that, you know, it was actually happening. And then it was like, okay, we have 1 more week. Let's get prepared and get out there, and we're just ready to go.
We know that they're definitely going to want to beat me. So I have a former teammate on that team, and I have a niece on that team. So I think it'll be a lot of fun, actually.
It's a nice familiar face to see, and I always love playing Michelle. So yeah, it'll be great to get on the ice against her.
it is interesting. There's Michelle Englot, who now is playing for Manitoba after all those years in Saskatchewan, is going to play Saskatchewan when Kathy and Brian join you Sunday morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. It's also the first Sunday of the Scotties is Sandra Schmerler Day, the telethon day long, in support of her foundation for treatment of neonatal care centers across the Canada, and in support of those neonatal care centers. So we hope you'll join us tomorrow. We'll have 3 draws for you. That's your first game at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, and of course phone with a donation on Sandra Schmerler Day here at the Scotties. So that was a turnaround. Kleibrink scores 3, a steal of 3. We go to the 7th. And now the runner-up a year ago, Krista McCarville from Thunder Bay, finds herself down by 3, 7-4, and she has last rock here in the 7th.
We hear it all the time, Cheryl, where somebody will say, how can Krista McCarville miss one that easy and give up 3? But because it's not easy. It was a different spot. You and I, we've been watching her both games on sheet B. That's the swingy side. That means you have to go out wider. You're going to do a spot that's never been used. It's frosting up just a little bit. Not to make excuses. She's been here before. She should have been able to handle that, but it wasn't a gimme.
No, and they talked about being hesitant about what the weight would be out there. I was surprised they didn't talk about the hit.
True, because the hit was pretty easy.
I'm putting it back, right?
Yeah. Curls for sure.
Halfway. And fast. I'm still getting like 403s on yours.
It feels right up
Yeah.
here.
Worst part of this for Northern Ontario is the giving the 3 rookies for Alberta that confidence that, hey, wait a minute, we belong.
Yeah, go a little.
Well, certainly takes the pressure off for the moment.
Sure does.
Now you just concentrate on your shots, and you don't have to think about or watch the scoreboard as well.
You don't. You're not thinking so much about outcome.
Whoa, then. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay.
Another update for you, Kathy. You're on deck here as we check in on the Northwest Territories against Prince Edward Island.
I watched a lot of that qualification game this afternoon, and Carrie Galusha herself played very, very well. And tonight that continues. She made a great hit and roll under on her first shot. Robin McPhee only able to get a piece of it and rolled out. And so this is the draw for 2. Does need, well, a bite of the 8-foot anyway.
Now, does she benefit? We talked earlier. Do you think, does she benefit from being on the ice this afternoon?
Right now, I think she does. I think it could be a different situation towards the end of the week, though.
And there's her 2 to take a 6-3 lead as they go to 7. Ashley Sipola.
I think it's close, on its own. Close to the same. Hey, stay close, Kendra. Tight on its own.
Just trying to force Alberta to waste some rocks here. They've got a bit of a break, Northern Ontario, by the 2 lead stones of Alberta being deep back T line.
Clean only. Sit down. Sit, sit, sit. Sit, sit. Good.
Big roll to here is good. Want to throw the outer? 8.5.
8.5.
8.5.
Oh, yeah, right up.
Not afraid to roll in here.
Yep. Whoa. 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 8.5. Whoa. No, right off.
Lisa Amy.
Oh, we're rolling out. My bad.
Okay.
Good throw.
That's fine.
Okay.
And they will roll out.
Was I sliding a little right on my last one?
Okay, so for me,
20, 25. No, I thought you threw them both good. Okay. Just, I gave you a little extra ice instead of 8.5.
Okay.
8.5 didn't move either.
Okay, yeah.
That's fine.
I felt a little right on you, but
It's a little better than towards, because I just need
Halfway-ish.
Oh, I think it's tight on its own.
Just watching her
Hey,
there.
Ash. Stay close, Ash.
Shannon with Sarah Wilkes.
Stay close, Ash.
The management of the team. That experience, she's not jumping all over them, Cheryl. She's, I think this is what I did. I think this is okay. And just again, the management of a person, first and foremost, and then the management of the team.
I even watched her, listen to her earlier with Lisa, and she's like, you know what, that was more me. I need to tighten the ice on a couple of Lisa's shots. Like, she just knows how to settle them down and get the most out of them, and not really, they're fragile when you're just stepping out into the ice. So build up the confidence and let them play.
They'll get that one, and now they'll kill their own.
Okay, it's fine.
Is that now?
Yeah.
In they come, huh?
Go here.
Or there. What would you do, Russ?
Well, it is 6-1. It really is. Cheryl said it best. Prolong it. Make Alberta waste some shots. But at some point in time, this is Skip's or Third's last rock.
In this spot?
I think I'd come in now myself.
Really?
You don't make that guard really good if it overcurls a bit. And
whatever you think.
Team Alberta sits 3. You're really out of time. Now you're going to make a perfect freeze.
Well, I'm just going to say, but if you can glue it right there, put it. How does she get that out?
You're right, and you've got the other one on the side, so you're looking at 2 for sure here. No, this is the right call.
And I mean, in fact, if you could pick up 2 here, if you're Northern Ontario, after giving up a steal of 3, you're thinking, you're feeling pretty good.
It's huge if they can. And then Alberta gets a little tighter.
Hard.
Yes, the wrong side.
Okay.
Just crossed over.
Left the double.
Yeah, perfect weight.
Yep.
You heard them say wrong side. What they meant there is if that rock's here, then you do not attempt the double. Because it's crossed over, you can take a free run. That one's gone for sure if you throw it hard enough. This one's gone. Missed it the wrong way.
In bowling, in 10-pin, that's the Brooklyn. You betcha. You crossed over.
Gotta throw this hard though, Cheryl.
She does. It's flat.
Be hard in the bad back.
Well, she feels this
Wasn't
we do
that
the same
hard.
thing. She happens to knows it.
She's been taking a lot of therapy and a lot of icing. I've asked her if she was alternating between the heat and the cold. She says, no, mostly just therapy and ice. There's one. And it'll slide underneath. But is it a legitimate question, Cheryl, that maybe she is not able to throw it as hard, doesn't get the upweight just because she is favoring the back?
Well, and I've seen Shannon throw it a lot harder, so I would suspect that might be right, that she's maybe protecting a bit.
I'm partial. I don't mind either.
Maybe you unconsciously do it where you don't even realize you're
Right.
just trying to protect your back. And
So Heather Nedwin, who was called on just prior to the provincials to come and join them as the fifth, and then played a number of games at the provincials, is here. And as we mentioned earlier, at the moment, they figure she will play 4 games. But if the back holds up, she may play fewer.
And you know, there's no ego with Shannon. If she thinks she's costing the team by not playing well, she'll call in Heather. She has no need to stand out there and do that.
Fantastic.
Keep going. Hard. Right to it. Good sweep. Good shot. That was a 9.
Oh. Well, I was going to say firm.
Good shot.
That was okay.
It's pretty flat. It's
Is it
very
too flat for the double?
Oh, yeah, I think so.
If you're all
Probably.
over there, that's fine.
I don't think we need to flirt with that, do we?
Okay.
Just knows it.
Roll in if we can, I guess.
9?
Yeah.
Well, could you play?
Make my draw harder?
Would you not give it a try?
I think.
Make sure you get rid of 1.
She must be.
Yeah, but that's the risky one. If you ever jam it on that back one, or we watched that
Really
3-ender
flat.
materialize because Shannon had to throw it too hard. That was the error she made. So make it go away. You're still 1 up with the hammer. And if you roll Vic maybe in behind that red one, you're in full 8 foot, and you shrink that scoring area for the draw for 2. I like the call. I think it's a very play the scoreboard call.
Yep. Hard. Really hard. Clean. Yep. Really hard.
Go, go, go.
Hard.
Go, 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 go.
Wow. Did well to hold it and at least get a piece of it.
Yeah, that was scary.
And now it's the draw for 2. It was that close.
That caught some frost.
906.
Oh.
906.
I threw that hard in the beginning. Came down to nothing.
Yeah.
We know this line.
Yeah.
Frost word again.
Well, that's the same.
New path out there. They hadn't been
The only thing is we may miss
up and down
our
that
red
spot, so
one,
probably
right?
was a little bit.
The same ice as Kendra's good. We know the weight there.
So
Kendra
like
shot an 80, so
yeah,
she threw an 80 and bumped it a hair, so 80, 85 is good.
Krista McCarville.
It's good.
Final stone. It's a draw for 2.
Line's good.
And it would be a great 2 considering the
No backing right
steal
now.
of 3
We're good. Okay, you're
she
on
gave
it.
up in 6.
Really curling.
You're good.
Nice shot. 2.
And 2 it is. So McCarville bounces back nicely, thank you. Cuts the lead. Still Alberta by 1. Canadian Tire Senators hockey continues tomorrow when the Senators play the Jets. Action begins at 5 p.m. Eastern. And it's on TSN 3 and 5 in the Sens region. Nighttime shot of the Niagara Falls, the Horseshoe Falls, Canadian side, American side. Senators are playing the Maple Leafs tonight. They tied 3-3 earlier today. The Jets beat Montreal 3-1.
Whoa. This one's not. Go line.
2 in the 7th for
Go
McCarville.
line.
And so it's a 1-point game as we welcome you back on this Saturday night, our first Saturday here at the Scotties in St. Catharines. And in 8 it'll be Shannon Kleibrink and the team from Okotoks representing Alberta, their 2nd season together. That does have Last Rock playing the Yellowstones. They have the Hammer, leading by 1.
You can see what Northern Ontario is up to by throwing up the guard, but unfortunately the first guard by Sarah Potts slid into the top 12-foot. Shannon was allowed to hit it.
Right now. Okay, line's fine.
And now only 1 guard to work with for Northern Ontario.
Wheat's good. Line's fine. T, back 8. T, you're better. Whoa, whoa. It's going to be fast here. Fastest spot. Oh, 13.9. Needs to dig. Okay, that's fine, Allie.
Okay, Allie.
Okay. What was that? 13.09. Okay.
That's one of those, played on a Scotties before, things that you start to
Or we just
figure
come
out
right
that that's
around.
the best pebble out there and it'll slide.
Inside out, yeah. That's the unwritten rule, isn't
I
it?
don't mind that call because then she peels and we're guarding a single rock all end. Or if we go, I don't know.
Well, I don't mind that if you want.
What do you like?
This?
Okay. I like that. Okay. Tight. And even if I'm top 12 is not the end of the world, right? But tight. Yeah. And it seems fast here.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So that even like 4:10 for me, I think.
Yeah, that should be normal weight here.
If you are McCarville, Ross, what is your game plan here? What's the goal here in this 8th?
They really want to steal because they're 1 down without. So if they allow a single for Kleibrink, now they're 2 down. Even if they get their 2 and 9, they don't have Hammer and 10 tied. They probably lose the game. So they're going to go really hard here to steal.
Hard. You gotta go. Hard. Hard. Hard.
And they rub off that center guard.
Make the double harder.
Sorry. Wow. Mine?
Yeah.
We often say,
Have the
Cheryl,
rock. Hey.
the team that
Okay, you got it.
is the first or the best to adjust to the ice. Who is that this evening so far?
Well, I would say it's been back and forth. I would say Northern Ontario the first half of the game or the first 3 ends of the game, but Alberta's really picked up since then. And I think it's just that our team started to settle in and started to make some shots. And
Well, you got everything.
What a beauty.
That hit.
big advantage when you're up in the game, too. They had that opportunity at the 3.
Sorry.
They were paying attention, and that top stone did touch the bumper, so it's been brought off the surface.
For line. Halfway. You can for line. It's going to over curl. It's going to be over here probably.
That increases the odds of a Kleibrink victory here quite a bit. Opens this up. The worst thing they can do here is score 1 if they can keep making shots. 2 up playing 9.
And you notice Kleibrink just take a quick peek over her right shoulder just to make sure she knows where everything is. Doesn't want to have anything to maybe ricochet back into play.
Whoa! Clean. Oh, we're good. Clean, clean, clean. Nice.
And that's it. Don't want to touch that.
Try a bit of a different spot.
This is a smart move.
So
you
I
know,
could probably go like
you continue to throw the center guard. You see that often in the same spot, and the peels are made over and over. So move it somewhere else. It might not be the perfect center guard, but you could get a nose hit out of it, or even a nose and roll, and now you've got something to play with.
Halfway-ish. Yeah, ish, I said.
It gets tight on its own.
Okay, we don't want it super tight.
And we're out in the probably better stuff.
Really curling.
Coming down.
Oh, wherever. I definitely don't want it really tight.
Well.
Curling like crazy.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Like, it's really curling.
She had more ice than me.
I know. All right, you got it. Nice and pure.
Well, you've got 2 choices here, Cheryl. A slightly straighter side for obviously for appeal. There's not much difference, but what did you do? Would you play the straight side for appeal for your team, or the swing side?
The straight side.
Sure. Not straight enough. Wow. Oh, that's a big mistake right in the center line too. You don't mind hanging around, but you want to be off that 4 foot.
More.
She just didn't look like she had a lot of weight on that.
Wait. Is that enough ice? I'm sorry. Let's think. Can I have a hair more? Well, what do you guys think?
I think so. I don't think it would hurt. Weight's good. Top
only.
Stay close. Line's good right now. Stay close.
Yeah, it's all there.
Stay close.
Oh, we're good.
Yep.
We gotta go.
Room.
Go if you have to. Line's
Line's
great.
really good.
great.
Line's perfect.
We're there.
Not Ashley.
Not me.
No,
Okay.
you're good.
Great shot,
Nice shot.
Kendra.
Shot, Kendra. Atta girl.
Just perfect.
Yeah, jump all over
nice,
a
very
miss
nice.
after a shot after a miss is one of the most critical. You don't get many opportunities, and there it was.
Yes!
Yeah.
Please, Amy, right out of her hand. They picked her up right away.
Right to it.
Uh-oh.
Not it.
Wow.
Great shot.
Ran it straight back, and it is undercover.
Did she miss her first on purpose just to set that up? Eh? That's pretty sneaky.
Boy, it came up enough. I thought at first she was going to run it by, but it came up enough to drive it straight back.
Great shot.
Good call.
Well, again, we go back to what we talked about when we first came on the air, the experience of those 2 skips. You know, there is Shannon Kleibrink not panicking as I did and saying, just let it curl, you know, realizing it's going to happen quickly, but gave it enough time to curl up.
She's played this game for a long time. She's seen a lot. She doesn't get too panicky on shots like that and looks for the plan B. She doesn't just walk away and go, hey, we didn't make that.
Yeah. But yeah, around there.
Skip Stone's an 8. Mr. McCarville.
Whoa, solid hack.
Bumper.
Close.
This is one of those ones you have to be so close to the guard. You cannot rack.
Potts, Sipola. Here, how close. Oh.
Hard, Kendra.
Hard, Kendra.
And now enough to push it out the back.
Go.
Yeah, not quite. And then the shooter goes too far.
They lost that 3/4 of the way down because when Krista yelled sweep, the wrong brusher brushed it. They were trying to make it curl for whatever reason, and then they waited a little too long to get the inside sweeper back on it.
It's a 1-point game in favor of Alberta, and it is Shannon Kleibrink with the advantage so far. Interesting, McCarville's draws have let her down. The hits have let Kleibrink down, but as we say, all important on the scoreboard. 1-point advantage for Alberta. Player numbers are brought to you by Travelers. It's better under the umbrella.
Let me go a little. Okay, go ahead if you need to. Line will be great.
No, we've good.
Line will be great. Where?
Top 4, you don't want to be deep on this.
And it's easy to do it on the straight side.
Nope.
Make room.
Yeah, if you're heavy.
Go, 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 go.
Yeah. Go, go. Right back.
I burnt that on the way in.
Yikes.
Shoot. That's pretty good. Really, what was it? 68.
Oh,
That's why.
Right? Yeah, because we could be back like to it.
and it should
Easiest
curl.
way to remember it if you're a young player coming up, if it's a really swingy spot, it's got more time to travel. It's longer from point A to point B.
Right to there.
So chances are it's slower, and we noticed Krista missed the draw against 3 by playing the swingy side. This is the straighter side. It's going to glide that little bit quicker, a little bit farther, and everybody's been caught on it. The fact that it's overburied is even worse because you can just 3/4 bury this, half bury it, and use that for backing.
It is.
What an out here, though, for Northern Ontario.
True.
She can
Wait, screen.
glue one to the face here. Still leave the pin, but do what she wanted to do and hold Alberta to a single.
It's not light either.
Whoa.
And look at that. Sipala and Potts have done nothing.
Oh, no.
Watch out now. And she'll bump it back. What can you do with that?
Yeah, it's not bad because she tucked a piece.
I think she can get to it though.
Interesting now, though.
Just dry. Just a couple feet.
You've got the catcher on the side. Would you risk trying to chip it out to the right as we look at it and use the catchers?
That's pretty tough to the right as we're looking at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty tough.
Can't chip it up past?
No, I think,
Okay.
you know, this shot here, worst case you come up and you get your one. But if you've got a chance and you can tap it for your deuce at the end, then great.
All right.
Keep in mind, again, this is the swing side, so even though this is over-buried, it optically looks better the other way. This will curl like crazy coming in, hogline in, assuming they get the right speed because it's slower here.
Yeah, you could easily get to nose the guard's really long.
Oh,
And if she puts enough handle on the stone.
Yeah, this is definitely there for 3. Not easy, but it's there.
Whoa, needs to curl.
Right now, it is a stolen point for Northern Ontario, a point that would tie the game. Decent. Wilkes. Here they go. Got this. Push it far enough. What a beauty. Shannon Kleibrink picks up 3 and is all smiles and high fives. Bring us up to date here. This final stone, Saskatchewan, Newfoundland, Labrador, and this is Stacey Curtis.
Well, it's a chance for 4. A bad break for Saskatchewan. Chipped one of the guards in the house on the 3rd stone, and it's been downhill ever since. Got a little bit of a break, but still gets her 3.
Absolutely. That stone top 12 comes into play. Newfoundland, Labrador up by 3 on Saskatchewan and the team from Moose Jaw.
I know, yeah.
It's the home of the Niagara Ice Dogs of the Ontario Hockey League. The Meridian Centre here in St. Catharines, our opening day. This is the 2nd draw after we got things underway this afternoon. And just the 3 sheets in play. See the near side sheet D idle this evening. All these teams are playing their first games except for the Territories and Kerry Galusha. And that's where we are going to go, Kathy. 8-3, the Territories. You saying earlier, benefiting having played this afternoon in the qualification up against Prince Edward Island and Robin McPhee.
Well, Carrie Galusha playing very confident, making a lot of really big shots. A lot of, you know, you can see part of stones and you have to find that in-between weight and put the broom in the right spot. Really coming off a strong win this afternoon, and so it is 3 that Robin faces. Does need to make that double. No way to get to the lid.
Robin McPhee, as mentioned in an 8th appearance at the Scotties, has thrown the 4th stones before, but never skipped. And she'll make 2 go away, hang it on the edge of the 4, and pick up the single point. McPhee, a former Canadian junior champion.
What you meant.
Playing with Suzanne Goody. Suzanne Burt, of course.
Yeah. Thinking nose. Yeah. I was like, I don't know if she thinks means that's too much ice.
I held on because.
Alberta made a wonderful shot. Shannon Kleibrink,
Really
great throw, great brush.
Just here.
Line call.
Looks like it's there.
By Lisa Amy, and they pick up 3, break it open 10-6 now. We go to the 8th in Northern Ontario.
That is a corner guard.
With Last Rock playing the Redstones. A little surprised that we're playing on here, but you know, you want to leave the ice with a positive, I guess, and that's the thought here.
It is, and maybe try and figure out the ice a little bit better. Russ said it in the break that, you know, for Northern Ontario, just not figuring out where to put the broom, so they're still trying to do that, and they'd like to get a handle on it.
Probably make the double. That's
yeah, I think Shannon's won that battle today. It's done a wonderful job reading ice. The last shot, case in point, was over buried, but she knew that it would really curl in there with the right speed. The right speed is what she delivered.
I know what you're saying, but if we don't make the double, then we're leaving them 2 corners.
It's like a lot of fun.
I don't want to like try the double and leave them a better corner.
Yeah,
I guess it's not a good corner either right now. It's tough.
Yeah. So if we peel this one,
then they still kind of have 2 corners.
That double's really thick. Like that's not a double.
No.
So we can make this one, and
you could intern peel this one and leave that one. I don't mind that. Be like,
They like the double.
I don't. That's the only thing I don't like. You could either A, roll it in the house, or B, make that a second guard.
They think the double and the triple are both there.
No. No.
The trip, no. It's either the double or a single.
They can't read. There's no way.
I think you get rid of this guard because it's the best guard.
Yeah, but intern peel.
Yeah,
because if you peel it into that and make it better, they've got 2 corner guards. That's a pretty crappy guard right now.
So play like you're playing that double.
Yeah, but that's flat. That's a dead jam into that.
This is what Shannon's worried about right there. And then that red one might kick over and make it even better. Why? This rock over here really isn't hurting you.
No, just intern peel this, and she won.
Well, veteran call, right?
It is.
We're going to play it. Let's
Isn't it a curious thing, though? I'm sure there are people watching at home and looking at this and saying, why is this causing them so much concern?
That's not there.
They're up by 4, and you're worried about guards scattered all over the place?
I think they're making it more than it is. I agree. Just peel, get rid of this one. Don't look at trying to make a triple. That's when stuff starts to happen and you do jam something back and give them a better guard, so just get rid of the one.
I think the discussion was because they weren't on the same page. Front end thought the triple was there.
Nice throw, Sarah. That's good.
Sure. Yeah.
This isn't easy either, Cheryl. You got to bury this. You're running out of paint, and you're getting over where it's getting a little bit snowy.
Yeah.
It's not an easy to come around here. There's no lock or curl. That'll be the easy part. But can you get the right speed?
Would like to go a bit. Easy. Your line's good. Line's good, but it might be going to be Sarah, I think.
Room right now.
Weight's good.
Room.
It's going to be Sarah.
Gotta go a little. Yeah, Sarah,
go. Go, Sarah. You have to.
Sarah, go.
Go, go, go.
Hard, Sarah.
Hard.
You really gotta go.
Go.
Gotta go. Really hard. Hard.
Keep
hard.
going.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Hard,
Go,
hard.
go,
Keep
go, go, go.
going.
You can't stop. Okay, good. Keep going.
Nice shot.
Good shot.
Good shot, Ash.
Around she goes.
No. Okay, straight peel. You got it. Right up.
How tough is it sometimes for skips to suddenly change? You know, she looks at it. Oh, let's go up and run the guard. It is, to my mind, it is just a complete change of, we got to go defensive here. Just clean things up. Don't give them something to play with. Am I right here, Cheryl?
You are. Like and it's all the scoreboard. You really, you don't worry about giving them a deuce here or anything. So just make the shot simple. Peel, get the corner guards off.
Because for the entire game, Rush, you're playing points. Let's go, go. And suddenly you just have to turn that off and switch gears.
Yeah, and sometimes it backfires, but you have to play the scoreboard. You know, number one in strategy is what does the score tell you? And in this case, Shannon's not worried. That's why they didn't go for the crazy triple there, because if Shannon Kleibrink gives up 2 here, she's happy.
Yeah, it's
one to be better, but 2, it's not a problem. 2 up with hammer coming home. Take your chances.
We're not even.
Gotta go, Ash, if you can. Yeah, all the way back.
We're in the ring.
All the way back.
Yeah, you're in the ring.
Yep. Okay, whoa. I don't want to give him a double.
Now Team Alberta has 3 tries to make a double. Team Northern Ontario has to be perfect 3 times to get their 2. It's a good situation for Kleibrink.
Don't need to throw that far.
Yeah, I like
we can do this.
4-foot.
I like that.
I don't like that at all. I like that. Just roll the 4-foot.
Playing with the outie.
Let's.
Do you like the out?
I don't mind this.
Easier.
I just threw it.
Yep. Really hard. Hard.
Wilkes, Thiessen.
Whoa, roll out.
It's okay.
And we'll roll it away and out.
Good.
It's a really good opportunity for Alberta if they come off this game with a win. For the 3 especially players to kind of go back through the game and self-analyze like golfers will do. They'll go back over the 18 holes and how many fairways did I hit. And so when it's your first time out at a Scotties, you're trying to figure out what your tendencies are. So how many did I overthrow? How many times was I deep? Did I perform my pre-shot routine? Where was my where was my mind when I was throwing shots? Was I thinking about outcome or process? So many things you can learn, and you just walked off a win with it.
Yep, hard!
How sideways? I was going to say, how do we go from behind a foot to not?
Perhaps some frost late came down a bit.
So close.
Can't buy one.
Sorry.
I think I've told you this story before. I was amazed of covering Canadian Opens and going into the interview room after and whatever golf to pick one. Let's say Jack. Nicholas would sit down. And first thing the PGA interviewer would say, "All right, go through your round." Okay, well, on 1 I hit the driver. 2 I hit 4. I mean, every shot he knew what club he played. And is it a similar thing for you as a curler at this level? You know every shot you've played through all 10?
Absolutely, and what you did, and
really,
and a lot of players, and it's happening more often. Players are keeping notebooks and they're going back through, and you start to see trends in what you do.
Skip Stone, Shannon Kleibrink.
We dare say it again. Sweeney side, out in the frost. Almost was caught for a give up a.
Wow. Okay.
Wow, that's right.
Nice weight.
Still not out of the woods yet.
Just a touch tight.
I know, but 7-9.
Still went.
8-second hit, still curled.
I guess it catches some frost. Starting out there.
Positive on my second one because I was coming out fast. So
yeah. Okay. You guys like this?
Yeah.
I think we got to tempt her and possibly.
Yeah,
We need to try and get a miss under her, so.
Yeah.
Great.
All right.
So
85.
85
because it hit the frost out there a
Yeah,
little.
for sure. Okay.
Yeah, just talking about Kendra Lily's come around that it just got enough of the frost to slow it down enough to curl and tick the guard. Not quite precision ice, Cheryl.
No, it's
a little up right now.
sometimes you got to win a little bit ugly and just throw it in there.
Stay close.
Lots right now.
Lots of room.
Weight's good. Can't go much though.
Needs to hit some frost.
We need it to
Boy,
stop.
I tell you what, this is hooking.
Go, 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 go.
And through it goes.
Well, I mean, it would have been in the rings.
That just may have been their last
Was that
chance.
an 80? Sorry, 80?
70, I have.
70? 75.
You know what you shot?
I said
What is Shannon changing turns here, trying to stay out of the weeds?
What kind of weight? Forget that. 9.
Okay, so that was probably your last
That was
one. Was like a
probably
9-2.
Yeah.
7-9. What?
Well, Newfoundland Labrador scored 3 and 8 to break this open, and they are sitting 2, and that's what's facing Saskatchewan and Penny Barker of Moose Jaw.
Well, Penny made a very nice one on her first one. She froze a stone that was in the 4-foot, and there was not much separation, but Stacey Curtis able to throw up weight and get rid of both of those stones, and that is why Newfoundland Labrador lies 2. And so it is the force. Needs full 8-foot for the single.
How's this Saskatchewan team look to you? We mentioned earlier that they've no tour experience, or they don't have any tour record. And having come through Saskatchewan, how do they look to you?
You know what, I would say inconsistent, but I would say that about a number of the sheets that we've watched tonight, whether it's ice or nerves or what it is. There's been some great shots and some not so great shots.
And that's good enough for a single for Saskatchewan. They trail, however, and Newfoundland Labrador will have the last rock coming home.
Whoa, 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 Sarah. Ashley, go.
hard Ash.
Hard Ash.
Final stone,
Hard.
Krista McCarville.
Hard.
Ooh, and that again caught. How many times have you said it?
Oh, man.
And they will give up the steal of 1, and that means handshakes, and that means a first game win for Shannon Kleibrink, and her return to the Scotties make the final 11-6, and a win over last year's Scotties runner-up here in St. Catharines.
The 2017 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by Scotties Sponge Towels, Purex, and Cashmere. Proud sponsors of the Scotties Tournament of Hearts for over 35 years. The 2017 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for 22 years. By Home Hardware, homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice. And by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada.
Yeah, that's number 1 for those 3. They pick up their win over the last year's runner-up, Northern Ontario, as we check the game story. And yeah, McCarville really did struggle tonight. Gave up that steal of 3 in the 6th. That's the difference. And then another 3 in 8. She just could not get a feel, particularly on some of the spots where maybe the frost was affecting her. 68% by Krista McCarville tonight. And she ends up losing it 11-6. The game story is brought to you by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada. So now we'll go next door to the game between Saskatchewan and Newfoundland and Labrador. The Saskatchewan team skipped by Penny Barker out of the Moose Jaw Ford Curling Center. Newfoundland Labrador, Stacey Curtis from the St. John's Curling Club. Now, we just were chatting about the Saskatchewan team, and we mentioned, Kathy, that it's a team that does have some experience. I mean, at the club championships, at universities, even at the Road to the Roar, Deanna Doig has been there. But this, for all intents and purposes, is a rookie Scotties team.
And you know what, if you characterize this game, I think a couple of things. Before they gave up 3, they were playing to blank. They were running them up and down for a couple of ends, and they stuck a blank. So now you lose hammer. And the other thing that's been the difference tonight is Stacey Curtis has over ice. So if they are going to not hit and stick on a hit, they will at least make contact and roll out, whereas I find that Saskatchewan's tight iced a lot of things, and so they've missed stones altogether, and that really has made the biggest difference. It goes back to that reading the ice and picking up on it quickly.
So one game is final. The other game on the ice is Northwest Territories against Prince Edward Island, and sitting 1-2, and there is a third stone just hiding there. So that's what is facing the Territories and Kerry Galusha.
And Kerry really making the option of removing the guard stones, ignoring the stones in the house for the most part this end. And PEI took the timeout. The decision and the recommendation by the coach was to throw the third stone in instead of guarding. And that's why she faces 3.
Oh, goodness, going to get them all in. Oh, come on, are you? Yes, she does.
It's been the kind of day for Kerry Galusha.
What a shot. Kerry Galusha, who gets through the pre-qualifying tournament earlier today with the win over New Brunswick to make the field of 12. And she will pick up a win now as it's handshakes. And it's an 8-4 final for the team from Yellowknife.
I like one more.
So she went through that pre-tournament, the 14 tournament. She finished it 2-1, ended up 3-1 after today. So this is game 5 for her since Thursday.
Unbelievable. But as you mentioned, that could be an advantage. We talked about the ice being a little tricky. They knew it before anybody else. And can you continue that through the long week, though?
Now I see where her brothers learned to hit.
That's right. Yeah, that's where Kevin learned it.
Hard, hard, hard. Yep, yep, yep. Hard, hard, hard. Keep going. Hard, yep.
Had a girl. Almost got scared we left that too long.
Kathy said it best. It's a little bit tricky, and some of the skips are picking up on it quicker than others, obviously. And I like that. I like the fact that it's not unreadable. It's just a little bit tricky in spots, and that's the way it should be. That's part of the game.
Takes a lot of awareness by all the players. You can't just rely on the skip either.
Okay.
Look at the junk here.
Okay.
Hey, this is Newfoundland Labrador leading by 2, and they also have Last Rock playing the Yellowstones. But right now it is Saskatchewan that has one buried, sitting top edge of the 8, and look at all that mess in front.
The middle better.
Newfoundland's going to need their Last Rock.
I like the middle.
Oh, I'd stay away from the middle, Cheryl. You ever check that yellow and you expose your own?
Can't you play the out turn through the 2 yellows?
Sure, the wide out turn is still a little harder.
Get over here.
Do you want a
time?
I have 2 timeouts still.
Okay, want a time?
And they do have 2 timeouts, 38 minutes of thinking time, and then 2 90-second timeouts. And so they have called their first.
Like, this isn't as easy as this.
This hole looks a lot bigger from the other end.
Oh, here's a familiar face coming out. Coach Merv
but we don't have
Fonger.
a lot of room. Like,
The only thing is this is a tough
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know that
It's
weight's
whatever
any
you
different.
feel comfortable with, because either way it's there.
Yeah, no, you know what? From here, this looks easier.
Because it's so high.
Yeah.
You could miss that by a foot and still tuck it.
that way. That's what she's doing.
Yeah. Okay.
She's peeling.
Well,
she's
what do you
gonna try to
think?
double peel.
Which one do you have most information on? Which one do you feel the most confident that you're going to make? And then go with that one.
Yeah, I like this one, Penny.
Okay, let's do it.
All right, let's go.
do it.
We
So
first,
looks
I
a lot
think, got to
different.
see Merv in his years with Amber Holland.
That's right.
And her Canadian championship. And Amber happens to be here now as the 5th player.
90-95.
That's a pretty good
Yeah,
bench.
I think so, Lorraine.
No kidding.
Like, I can give you guys 13
I don't
and a
know.
half
And the right
from-
call out of that decision, too.
Well, I'd say 13-8 for
Okay.
like
We haven't
14
seen a
somewhere
lot of
in
this
that
sheet,
range.
but you can only assume this is going to be slower here.
13 and a half.
What a situation. A chance to definitely steal 2 here, maybe more.
Deanna
All there.
Doig.
Yep. Hard, yep.
Deanna played with Michelle Englot
Okay. Fine.
back in 2009 in the Road to the Roar.
Remember
where
that's
eventually you won, Cheryl. And
Pennies did there too.
so that's going to be an interesting game tomorrow. Tomorrow morning.
A little tight on that.
When Manitoba, with now Englot there, having won Manitoba, as she plays her former province,
Skip,
and
8-7.
her teammate and niece.
It's like Kevin Durant coming back to Oklahoma.
Skip this one. Right out of here, and you got it.
Two choices here. Either get the yellow guard going by or maybe even better, take the shot rock out.
Better. Yep. 8-5. Yep.
Erin Porter.
Hard. Yep. Yes. Hard. Julie, gotta go. Hey, good.
And they are able to roll it away and open up that center line just a bit.
What? Oh yeah. No, we need to go around. We need to get one in there. It's good.
Yeah, I was fighting myself a little bit.
Yeah, you are. So
There's distinct possibility to be 3 buried rocks.
I still
for
think that
Newfoundland throws
14.
their last stone here. She sink this one that's double guarded.
Still thinking that 14?
I'm thinking so, yeah.
Okay.
This is gonna move quite a bit.
Straight up, Penny. Here we go.
So here we go. Our first look at this skip from Moose Jaw. Penny Barker. She has skipped at the CIS,
Top 4, guys.
representing the University of Regina. That was back in 2008. She was an alternate at the World Juniors back in 2006 for Mandy Seltzer.
We're all there now.
And they ended up losing the gold medal game to Ludmila Privivkova. Remember Ludmila from Russia?
I do.
She's not in the game anymore or has stepped away for a while.
Oh, yeah, it's deep. Yep. Hard.
Right back. Go.
And back they go to sit 2. All right, what do you do here, Russ?
Just hit it. Dead on's fine because it leaves no choice but a hit and roll for Saskatchewan. If they don't roll buried, you've got a wide open hit to win.
You're up by 2.
She's got to tap us.
Out comes
Make the roll.
Eugene Trickett,
She's got to move us.
former
Let her,
Newfoundland Labrador
I just
champion.
roll into the open that way, 1 foot. Let her make the big roll. If you're thinking if you're going to roll under here,
Yeah.
she's going to tap.
She'll have
it
2
back.
undercover then.
Yeah, I'm thinking make her make the hit and roll after you.
Okay.
And just roll over that
And I'll
way
have
into
back
the
in
wide
anyway.
open.
Yeah, I'll have a
Let
good
her
path.
Make the roll and draw against 2. If you come under here, she can't
Yeah.
finish. She's going to
I
be
hear
buried
ya.
twice
Okay.
here. Make her
Yeah.
finish.
Okay.
Make her make the tough shot.
Exactly.
I think here, I think we want to be shot.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And nose is okay.
Yep. Okay. Kind of weight, Stace.
I'm thinking normal.
Sure.
Yeah. I threw control here at 8 though.
Yeah, which was a 10-2.
Yeah, let's play that again.
Okay, 10-2 or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Eugene was on the
10-2, 10-5.
the same page. If you roll partly buried, there's so much curl. The guards are long enough they can tap it back and be underneath cover. And you don't want to be drawing against 2 buried rocks. You'd rather be able to see a piece of this the way the ice is and hit it.
I'm going to throw a 10-2, 10-5.
Okay. You got it. Right to it. Okay. Right at it, Stace.
Okay, whoa.
9-8.
Whoa. Clean.
9-8.
Yep. Whoa.
This is the 4th appearance at the Scotties for Stacey Curtis. She went 1-10 her first trip in 11. In 13, she went 2-9. Last year, we went 3-8. So every year got better by a game.
Okay. That out turn's just kicking hard for me today.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Or 9-5. I don't mind a 9-5, Penny. 9-5 then. Yeah.
I don't see as much curl on this sheet with that turn as we did on the other. We haven't seen the sheet.
No choice here now. And where do you roll, Cheryl?
9-5.
You can't roll.
Straight up
Maybe
to
to the right here, try to get it underneath, but you're running out of paint.
Rolling my way.
Yeah. Okay.
Really good roll there.
You got to hide it. Saskatchewan is down by 2.
Close. Danielle.
Get over.
Whoa, whoa.
Danielle. Okay.
And that's exactly the way the coach played it out, huh?
You're right.
Force them to make the tough shot. Now you've got the hit. Just make it go away. You win the game.
Good throw, though. Really nice throw.
8-8-9. Okay. Okay. Right at it, Stace.
Eugene Trickett
Right to it. You got it.
will appreciate this.
Keep the weight up here, and there's no reason to throw any less than normal.
Former Canadian junior champion
Clean.
Stacey Curtis won that title here in St. Catharines.
You're fine.
And tonight she will pick up a win as the applause from the bench. A win over Saskatchewan, picking up a single and a 7-4 final to win her first here in St. Catharines. So one day is complete, and there you see the winners and the losers after this opening day. Some surprises, you might think. Territories pick up a win. Newfoundland, Labrador. Surprised that Team Canada would drop one, and so did Northern Ontario. Our first day here in St. Catharines. We're in the Niagara region for this year's Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
It's unbelievable. It kind of took about a week for us to just kind of let it sink in and realize that, you know, it was actually happening. And then it was like, okay, we have one more week. Let's get prepared and get out there. And we're just ready to go.
We know that they're definitely going to want to beat me. So I have a former teammate on that team, and I have a niece on that team. So, you know, I think it'll be a lot of fun, actually.
It's a nice familiar face to see, and I always love playing Michelle. So, yeah, it'll be great to get on the ice against her.
It really is a terrific story, one of many at this year's Scotties. You have Michelle Englot all those years in Saskatchewan, now wins Manitoba, trades the green for the Bison, and now goes against a former teammate in hers, and will play Saskatchewan tomorrow when Kathy and Brian join you at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time as we completed our opening day here in St. Catharines, here at this beautiful Meridian Center. We're here with you right through till next Sunday's championship final. The Scotties Tournament of Hearts is right here on Canada's sports leader, TSN.